Well,
Hello.
hello, how are you today?
Good, good. And yourself?
I am hanging in there for all
Oh,
intents and purposes.
well, welcome back. It's a new year, 2025, Miss Angie.
Oh my gosh, a quarter of a century.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it already?
I cannot believe it at all. I'm just
Well, I
like,
thought that
really 2025? Like,
it's already January 8th. That's the
it
other
is.
scary part. It's like it's
Yeah.
January 8th already.
Yeah.
It's like, say what? It's
We're
crazy.
moving and grooving. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Angela. Yeah, there's a great deal that is going on quickly and swiftly. These days are passing, but I'm happy because it's almost February. This is Keena's month. My month is coming up next month.
I was gonna say it's not just February, it's January.
January. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. And then your whole family for the next what 5 months? This one and then five more. It's all one and after the other after the
Birthday,
other. Right?
birthday, birthday. Yeah. Me, then Brandon, then my sister. And we've decided that my sister's April birthday, we're going to take a trip every year to some different place. So she's planning the April trip for us. Last year we went to Jamaica. So this year we haven't decided. Or
Uh-huh.
she hasn't decided. So whatever she decides, it's her birthday. That's where we go for her birthday.
Well, hopefully it's exciting. Someplace exciting. Maybe someplace you haven't been yet. That would be kind of nice.
Definitely a place that we haven't been where the waters are warm around there, so we may be around the island area. We were looking at Costa Rica. We were looking at uh a couple other places all around there, so we haven't decided.
Hmm. Well, it sounds. But the good part is there's so many options around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just as long as it's warm, right?
exactly. Warm. Hello, warm. The water was nice and warm. I have no problems with it at all. It was
Yeah,
good. And the food was good.
and that's always a benefit.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Give me some good food and some warm weather. I'm okay. Hi,
Exactly.
Shauna.
I hear you. I hear you. Hey, Miss Shauna, how are you? Do 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 do
So,
do.
how about
Well,
you, Don? How have your travels been?
oh my gosh, it's been crazy. This actually has been a crazy year already. Um, the end of last year and this year, so many things that just it kind of coalesced. We hadn't planned on it. It just kind of coalesced, and all of a sudden it's like bam. And not that it's a bad thing. It's always a good thing, but yeah, it's just I didn't expect for this year to kick off in such a crazy way. And unfortunately, we found out that the psychic fair that we had planned will not be going off on the 19th as we had planned because unfortunately our venue is not up to snuff. They did not get it finished remodeled. Even though we're paying for a remodeled price because the price went up drastically from the previous one. But they're not finished. And so we decided, you know what? They've got to give us a postponement date, which they did. They were very kind to do that. And they also, I think, realized that they don't want to be in a situation where they deliver a rough place because then people may not want to try to use them for their own events,
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
it's they're the best
The
market.
energy there was good, though. So let's just hope the energy remains as good as it was before.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely give them credit for that. The energy was really good, and that's why we're being patient enough to work with them. But it's like when you it's like the reality is if the bathrooms are an issue to the degree that they are, then that's just not acceptable. Something has to go. So and therefore that's the problem is the previous show. Remember we had we were 2 days from the show when we found out the bathrooms weren't going to be working, and we had to argue with them to give us two private rooms, and then they ushered the people in. And it's like you can't do that with hundreds of people who are coming as attendees and all the vendors, because there were 40
Exactly.
vendors. And so when we found out that that was going to be the case this time, we're like, hey, oh no, not going to do it this time. So we did. So yeah, so anyway, so that was the change, and that just put a lot of things in motion, and then we have all kinds of other crazy stuff going on. So it has been a busy year so far, but you know what? It was nothing that can't be handled, and you just you do it with grace and dignity, and you just say, hey, it is what it is.
Exactly. Roll with the punches. Roll with the punches.
Exactly. And what's the alternative, right? That's probably pretty much the case.
What about it?
I know.
That's about
So,
it.
exactly. I'm trying to change this. There we go. I'm going to square these out just a little bit because they were too ovaled, you know. There we go. How's that? Does that look better?
I like them both. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. So like this is
Whichever one makes my face look smaller.
that one's very oval, and then or I guess yeah, and then maybe there. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know you could okay.
Oh yeah. See that one's
I
that way.
haven't played with them at all.
Yeah, that's the extreme that way, and then this one is extreme that way. So you can
Oh, then that takes it just to the oh, okay.
yeah.
Wow.
So maybe there. What do you think? It's
I
okay.
like it.
Okay. Alrighty then. Dude, we got the names on. We got all that done. Good. There we go. So, hey, welcome in everybody. Sorry, I'm just adjusting and playing with this darn thing because it's what I do. I can't help myself. I'm a child.
Exactly. Hey Shield. Hey Nicole. Hey Pam. I love to see
Pam,
Pam.
how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How
I'm
you
trying
doing?
to get Pam to let me travel with her and her suitcase when she goes out of town for work.
Oh yeah. Where's she going? In Japan? Was it?
I
Where
think
was?
it's somewhere in Asia. She didn't know. I said, look, you need an assistant, and I am available to be your assistant.
Exactly. Hey, Lewis Black. Nice to see you in. We haven't seen you in class in a while, but I know your schedule is
Exactly.
so crazy.
Lewis, what look, that's what I want to know. Lewis, what's your excuse now? Because you back in Michigan, you working local, you ain't got to get up at oh dark 30. So why ain't you been in why haven't you been in class? Like, what's the problem? You don't love us no more?
We're calling
You
you
or
out.
that sister are yours. Ain't none of y'all been back. So
Oh, that's
y'all just
right.
quit.
Miss Alicia.
Kim, Crystal, Alicia, all y'all. What's the problem?
Yeah. I
So
wear
where y'all
deodorant.
at?
I wear deodorant, Lewis. I promise you won't. I don't stank anymore. Hmm.
Exactly. So what is the problem?
Well, let's get right to it. And to give folks a head up, sorry, I put a little thumb in my mouth. I shouldn't have, but I did. And then I spoke. But just to give you guys a heads up, this year I'm tweaking my readings. And so this year I plan to focus on reading financial stuff and business related stuff. So when you come in, the thing to do is if you want me to give you a reading, make sure if you have a question about, hey, should I do this investment, or what do you think about this stock, or what do you think about this bond, or this real estate investment, that kind of stuff. I'm really wanting to change my focus on readings to focus on investments and those kind of things, or job prospects, or starting a business, or how to get a business, things that your business is going, those kind of things. And so I'm gonna, instead of Angie and I reading, both of us reading the same people, I want to go to a tag team situation where if it's a financial thing, I'll do the reading on that, and if Angie wants to read for that, she can too. But I'm not going to do the personal readings of about this, that, and the other. I'm going to let Angie do those, and therefore really start honing my craft and changing it, because I've been called to make that change in my business and in my mindset. So if you guys have an investment question, if you have, hey, should I put the money here? Should I invest in this stock? Maybe it's a stock. Maybe it's how's the market going to go? Whatever. In that sense, I love it. Give me those kind of questions, and I'll answer them all day. And I'll leave the rest of the stuff to Miss Angie. However, if a spirit comes through, all that's out the window, because if it's a mediumship hit, I'm doing it because I love it too, as well as Angie. We'll both pick them up together.
If you ask me a love question, I am not going to say a space. I'm not even going now.
There you go. Hmm.
Not even a little bit. I am the Grim Reaper of love, and don't do it because my guides feel the same way I do. You went to the highest power you could, and you want to know if Billy Bob want to be with you.
Exactly. Of all the things that could impact your life, and that's the question you ask. It's like, yeah. So, Miss Angie, who are you going to start with tonight? Who are you drawn to?
Mm, uh, not really drawn to anybody. Let's see. I don't think I've ever seen Vanessa here before. Vanessa Ruiz Diaz.
Okay. And Vanessa. is asking, let me see. There we go. Alrighty then.
If you have a spirit come through, I don't know. Is there somebody specific you're trying to come through? I mean, we're just getting started, so they usually don't just pop in like that. But if one does pop in, I'll let you know. But I'll just try to do a general for you at this time. Um,
And Pam says, love questions are Wednesday mornings and Sunday mornings.
exactly. I
Exactly.
mean, you can ask if you want, but I'm not going
Mhm.
to answer it. Just
Yep.
plain and simple. I'm just not. Okay. All right, Miss Vanessa. So let's see. Immediately I saw you. Okay. There's a truck and there's people in the truck and they're about to take off and you're in another vehicle, um like telling them bye. Like you're both taking off, but you may be going in different directions. So somebody's leaving you or moving on or moving to another city. So is somebody moving away from you and you don't want them to go? You don't seem sad that they're leaving. You're just telling them bye. So maybe families going back home after the holiday. But I see two vehicles. There's one vehicle that you're in. There's one vehicle that somebody else is in. And the other party seems to be a male driver and there's a kid in there and you're kissing the baby and telling them to go. So these people are leaving, they're moving on, they're going their way and you're in your vehicle, but you don't seem to be ready to pull off in your vehicle. Your car is just idle and it's just sitting there. So you're not leaving. You just seem to be seeing them off. They're leaving. So then let's see what else I have for you. I immediately heard finances are fine. Don't worry about your money. Like your finances should be fine. I don't know if that's something that you've been worried about, but I heard finances are fine. I see the money coming, but there seems to be like a dry your river seems to be drying up. Like the money is coming, but it's getting stuck on rocks and obstacles. So like you're calling the money in, but it's getting held up on things. So are you worried? So it may be worry or whatever, but I see the money coming in. Again, it's just being held up by little obstacles and things that are in the road. So it's coming to you. It's kind of like somebody built a dam to stop the water from flowing the money to you. So it's on the way, but there's a block right there that's keeping it from you. So is there something that you've been worrying about? Let's see. Always worried about finances. But I heard the money's fine. Don't worry about it. It is coming. It's just a little slow in coming. Um, and they're saying, gosh, I heard keep living, it's coming. That seemed very specific. Keep living, it's coming. So I don't feel like you'll be having any like March. They're saying you should feel it loosen up by March. Like whatever's holding it up, the water should have dug its way through by then and your flow should be coming back. So maybe you spent a little bit too much over the holiday, and now you're just kind of being like, okay, I got to build it back up. So it's coming back to you. They're saying, don't worry about it. I see by March, you should be good with the money flowing in the way you want to. Are you needing to make a big household appliance purchase? Because they're showing me like appliances in your house. So is there something that you need to repair or replace in your home? Because they're showing me that either that just happened or that's about to come up. So something in your home is going to need to be repaired. They're showing me a refrigerator, so that's the appliance that they're showing me. But there's something that's going to come up in the home that's going to need to be repaired. So be ready for that, or you've already had that happen. But other than that, everything seems to be fine. I also hear the child is fine. Is there a little kid in your life that is going through something, that is having some kind of medical issue or some kind of emotional issue? I heard the kid is fine. So are they moving away? Oh, so he was leaving to go back to California and I'm in Washington. Okay. We have no appliances, but could be a water heater. I don't know. They're just showing me that there is about to be an appliance that is going to need to be repaired, and there is a male in the car, and he had a little kid with him. That's the person that was driving off, and they were driving off into like sunshine. So that's your dog. Okay. The kid will be okay. She'll be fine. Um, Again, anxiety is just fear. She's fearing something. She has anxiety. So what is her fear of? Um, uh, or are you transferring your money fears onto her too? So, like, is that a generational thing where you're all fearing the same thing or fearing things that are to come that have not happened? You're basically putting a down payment on when you have that kind of fear and anxiety of things that haven't happened. You're just basically putting a down payment on it or drawing it into you. Like, okay, let me put some anxiety on this to come because I know I'm put some money down on this because I know it's coming. So what they're saying is you kind of got to go with the flow and trust that everything will work out because I don't see anything negative coming except for just plan for this big um thing in your home, appliance in your home to need to be changed. But other than that, the money's coming, your child will be fine. And then whoever was going off to this other place, they're fine because they seem to be happy and you were happy too as they were taking off. So there was no sadness that I felt. So that's what I got for her.
Fantastic. So what's the so disclose here? Give us some information. Let us know how this resonates with you, young lady.
She said they have new appliances. It could be the water heater. The person in the van might have been her dad that was driving off to go to California, and she's in Washington. But I think her dad is also deceased, so that's who she was hoping would come through.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And that the kid that is going through the medical or emotional issue is her 20-year-old daughter.
20-year-old, yeah. Yeah. Well, hang in there. Again, the best part about it is that this too shall pass. All these things shall pass, but it sounds like you got in good direction here. So take it and use it to your
The
advantage.
money's coming. Don't worry about it. The money is coming.
Exactly. So let's see. Who is next? Who are we drawn to, Miss Angie?
I don't know.
Sorry to hear that, Vanessa. How is that? Long time ago, or is that more recent? The overdose. Hmm. I get the feeling that it's been a while, though. I don't think that's a more recent thing. But just curious. How about Lori Cheyenne Taylor? Lori, what is general reading for Lori?
Um, I feel like I've read Lori before, and it's usually to do with love. She's usually asking about somebody that she's dating.
What?
Um,
The curse
Let
of
me
the
see what's
dead.
going on with Lori. Lori, do you have a daughter? She seems to be almost an adult, so around 18 to 25, somewhere in there, or teens to 25. A daughter. Is she about to get married or have some kind of ceremony? Because I feel like you're concentrating on your daughter, or events that are happening to your daughter. So do you have a daughter that is about to have a significant ceremony or something? That's what they're showing me, like a daughter. And she looks a lot like you. Like this seems to be an older daughter, like again, teens to early 20s or mid 20s. And it feels like she's about to have like some kind of ceremony, graduation, wedding, birthday, or something. You're planning a big event for her.
My oldest daughter is only 15.
So teens to 25. She's 15 to 25. So she doesn't have a big ceremony coming up. You're not about to have a sweet. You have an older son. Um, there seems to be a big event that's coming up because they're specifically showing me her, like no sweet 16, no birthday party, no big event at the school, because they're showing me her specifically, and this little girl is excited about whatever it is that's happening. You said you have a son, but this is specifically a girl, a daughter, a son, a daughter. This is a girl that they're showing me, and a big event that's coming up, and she's really excited about something that's about to or that's coming up for her. Um,
Is she involved in school in any way, like a club or maybe like a spring dance or something? Maybe Lori does. Is any of that possible? Because again, that would fit in the parameters that Angie's talking about. Do, 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 do.
So when I asked specifically what is it that you want Lori to know, they said the cup is always fuller or the grass is always greener on the other side. So are you in a situation where you're thinking about leaving that person to go to somebody else? Because that's what I heard.
Now, her daughter, her 10-year-old, is having a birthday this month. I wonder if you're picking up maybe so a little bit of envy maybe from the older daughter because of the younger daughter's birthday or something, you
I don't
know?
know. There's a daughter that's really excited about something, a celebration that's coming up. She seemed to be in her teen ages
Uh-huh.
and she was really happy about it. So that's the planning that you were talking about, that I was talking about.
Yeah.
But also, are you in a situation now and okay, and you're thinking about going to something else? Because they told me the cup is always full or the grass is always greener on the other side. So you're thinking about going to this new love. So you're going through a divorce, but you're seeing someone else. Is that correct? Because that's how they're making it seem like the grass is always greener on the other side. And you're thinking that this new relationship is going to be better than the other one. But they're saying, please look at what brought you to the situation you're in now. Like, if you're not totally healed from this current situation, going into another situation, you're just going to recreate the same thing that happened. So they're showing me you wanting to leave this situation and go right into a new situation. And they're saying it always looks greener on the other side, like, oh, this person is so much better than that person because that's because you haven't gotten to know this person as intimately as the person that you're leaving. So what they're showing me is just to be careful. Like the coffee cup that they're showing me is shaking and everything is, the tea is spilling out. So when the tea is spilling out, that means for me, the information is coming. Like you're going to find out information that you need or information about either the new person or the person that you're leaving. But they're saying the grass looks greener on the other side. Okay. So just be careful about your new relationship and make sure that you're mentally ready and emotionally ready for this new situation because you're not completely out of that old situation. You don't want to go in and project whatever doubts and feelings and issues you have from this divorce that you're currently going through onto the new person. So they're showing me that. And then they're showing me a dollar sign, but it's on its side. So there seems to be a financial situation. And then they showed me the two of swords that you're not dealing with. You're not trying to figure out how to move forward. If this is what I remember, you were a stay at home and you're still healing. Okay. So be careful about getting into a new relationship. But I think you were a stay at home person and you're worried about how you're going to be able to take care of the children as the divorce goes through. And so they're saying you're kind of deciding not to make any decision on it and hoping that the divorce will give you everything you want. Is that true? Or is that how it is? But they're saying you're not making a decision because they're showing me the two of swords. So you're at a stalemate. So either you and your husband during this divorce aren't making a decision and you're really, really digging your heels in and you're getting nowhere, or you're not making a decision, but it's about your finances because they showed me the dollar sign and then it was on his side, which means that you're not moving in a good direction with the finances. So that's what I got. Oh, you need to make more money. Okay. Okay. So you need and you don't know what you want to do or what direction you want to go into. Oh, you're trying to keep the house. Oh, because you wanted to know should you sell it or should you keep it? Okay. Oh, and the advice last time was to keep it if you could afford to keep it. Like, don't keep it and then think that he was going to pay for your lifestyle while you're divorced that you had while you were married. Okay, I remember that. Okay, that's what I got.
Lori, I know you only have 24 hours in the day, and I know you're very busy, but I would strongly suggest that you look into an online business. I would look into something that is more passive in income in that sense, and something that you can do for free. I would be looking into like some an Amazon affiliate situation. I would look at doing something where It costs you, again, no startup money, no upfront costs, but get a business going, get something going that can generate some income for you, and again, a more passive income. Maybe create a shirt company, and use one of the services like Printify or something to print the shirts, and therefore they print them on demand. You don't have to pay for anything. You just create your shops. Um, or maybe you have a service that you can sell, whatever. I think that you need to become an independent person in the sense of starting your own business and making that as part of your financial plan to help you move forward. Um, Therefore, and I'm not saying you need to work full time with that, because again, that's not what I'm saying. You can work a full time job or even a part time job elsewhere and still make this happen, because what I'm telling you to do is do some research. You will find what you're looking for, and you will find a way in which to start a business, maybe online. Again, not maybe, that's where I'm getting the energy. And it's going to allow you the opportunity to have zero startup costs, yet money comes in, and very limited interaction. Therefore, you can still live your life and get it going. Therefore, you fill in the gaps with the finances. That's where the problem. That's going to help change. It's going to flip your whole script. So that's where I see you doing. So get out there and do the research, find out what's available, what interests you, what sparks your interest, and don't be surprised when you find it and you jump into it and you're finding yourself making extra income. And again, the best part about it is it's passive, so you don't have to actively work in it. Once you get it set up, whatever it is, it's going to run on its own. It just needs you to check in from time to time and make sure things are moving clearly. Okay.
I
So
also see her being like some kind of organizer or working with a nonprofit and getting
mhm,
paid for that too. So look into nonprofits. I do see you working with them, being very organized. Just from being a mom with, and the head of a household, I feel like you're very organized and you know how to get things done. So maybe an event planner, that seems to be something that you may enjoy,
mhm,
or something with a nonprofit, because they keep saying nonprofit, that you'll also end up getting a paid position for a nonprofit to help them. So that way it kind of, because I feel like your money is also tied to your heartstrings. What is it that I like to do? What is it that brings me joy? What is it that would make the world a better place? So I feel like you would do something that would greatly benefit. If you could do something with a nonprofit, it would fit two things for you. It would give you money, and it would
sure. Yep.
just make you happy overall.
Exactly. Yep. So there you go. Just do something. I mean, and when I say that, I mean that serious. Just do something. Don't leave this conversation tonight and tomorrow have no change, and the next week no change. By a week from now, 2 weeks from now, you should be in a place where you have set something into motion. Okay, so again, don't leave here and just let it sit on the burner, because if the change only comes when change comes. If you don't make changes, change will not come. It's up to you. Do not look to other people to do this for you. But ultimately, once you do start the change process, once you set things in motion, change is inevitable, and it's really going to work out to your advantage. So take that ball and run with it. Okay, do not take what we say and then ignore it, because I think that is to your detriment. There really is something big out there waiting for you. It's just you need to find it, embrace it, and then you're going to be very happy that you did. Okay, and that's what I'm getting. Um,
Um,
well, bon annui to you as well, Mino Mino. Is that how you say it in French though? Bon annui, A-N-N-E. I think there must be another language, because I thought it was bon annui, annui, and I think Annie, A-N-N-E is a different language. I don't think that's French. Is that Italian? What is that? Mino Mino. Angie, you're amazing, and thank you for being here today. That's Jess
oh,
Mercer.
thank you, Jeff. How are you? I missed you guys last night. I was tired. After I went to the doctor, I was tired and I just fell asleep waiting on 6 o'clock.
Lori
Like,
said,
it don't take much. Any amount of activity, I am dead sleep. It don't even take much.
been there, done that. That's for sure. Hey, Dr.
Hi,
Rivera, how are
Ian. How are you?
you? Lori, you said you've been wanting to start something. Stop wanting and start doing. The one thing gets you nowhere. All it does is it drives you crazy. So again, stop one thing. Stop thinking. Stop. I'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. It's time. Let's just get something done and move forward. Okay.
The only thing that I got about her daughter was that because something else did come up and I was just gonna let it rest. She the one who's having the party or who wants to have this celebration, she's turning into a little diva, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Like I feel like she wants to she's going to that next level of adolescence. So she doesn't want to be cute little bubbly cutie. She wants to, move to that next level. So I feel like she's going to want to change like the way she dresses and what she wants to wear and things like that, because I see her wanting to be real girly, but in a more teen girly kind of way. So I just feel like it's just her moving to the next level and wanting different things than you're used to what she's wanting. I don't get anything bad from her at all. She's just growing up and she's just moving to that next level and she's really excited. And some of the things that she may want for her party may be just a surprise to you. I don't get any bad things from it. No, not at all. Nothing negative from her at all. She's cute and bubbly and just really excited. Like I just get a wealth of excitement for her. So that's all I got. Oh, the Great Wolf Lodge. Oh, all right now. They do grow up fast. And next thing you know, it's prom, graduation, marriage, baby, blah, 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 blah. You're like, wow, this happened fast. So yeah, no, nothing negative. It's all positive. All right, who's next, John? Love Savior. Oh, they asked for a general read. I'm with that. From Twitch. Uh, is it Twitch? What do we call it? Um, Monique, we see your question on there. We're not ignoring you. Don, I think you're frozen too. Oh, okay. No worries. I'll go ahead and read. Oh God, what did I say the name was? Crap. Oh, Love Savior. So I think you asked for. Hey, Don, you're back.
I think I'm back.
Um,
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It all just went
you are back.
frozen, and then it was freaky,
You
and I'm
are
like,
back.
oh, I apologize. Damn
Exactly,
technology.
Bonnie.
So who are you reading
So
for next?
Love Savior, you had for a general, as I think is that true, Love Savior? I
Yes.
think they asked for a general.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you planning something like a surprise or something very romantic for a girl? Because they show me it's nighttime. So usually for me, nighttime is something other secrecy, shame, or you just don't want people to know what you're doing. So this feels more like secrecy. It seems to be you planning something for a female energy or for a love interest. So are you planning some kind of celebration or some kind of extravagant gift for a um a significant other, and they're showing me the two of cups, and the two of cups is spilling over, so whatever's in the cup is spilling over, so it seems to be some excitement to that. So is that true? um no, you're not planning anything for a significant other. Do you have a significant other, so that I know that I'm on the right page? Because they're showing me this in the dark, and you planning something, or you, yes, giving something to a significant other, giving something to someone, and it seems to be a female. So you don't have a significant other. So then this isn't you. But that's the energy I got from you, is that they're showing me nighttime and then you're here and then you're giving something to someone else and it seems more romantic than it does. Yeah, it seems very romantic. Then I saw the two of cups, which is the love spilling over. So it was all good stuff. So are you looking for love? Because that's how they're showing it to me.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love
And
in
so
too
when I
many
asked
places.
specifically, I heard she'll be coming around the mountain. Like you, what?
You have in shame.
I don't know what that means. You have been looking for love, or you have, or you're doing something in shame. I feel like this is something that is coming around. This is something that you're longing for, but you are also very much a, like, kind of, as soon as you get somebody, you just latch onto them. I do have someone. Okay. All right. So I feel like you do have someone and you latch onto them very quickly and fall in love very quickly. In the back of your mind. So are you okay? So does that mean you haven't met this person and you're waiting on them to come? Because in the back of my mind means that I have not met them. I feel like this person's coming because I heard she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. So there is somebody that is significant that is coming towards you, and that is what you're focused on. You wanted to ask a love question, but you did not because you know we don't do love questions. But I do feel like there is someone that is coming. Are you into anime? Because this person seems to be something of someone who has the same interest of you with the anime. Are you into that? Is that what they're showing me? Is that why they're showing me these anime figures? You haven't met them. Okay. So somebody's coming and they seem to have the same interest that you are. A little quirky. Like you two seem to be a little bit quirky, but you'll like the same things. And that's what'll make you two stick. But they're saying go slow and don't just like all my money. And they're like, just slow it down and get to know this person and really, 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 really um know what you're jumping into before you do. So I feel like this person is coming to you soon, and just to be careful and just not to be so nervous because I get that really really nervous kind of feeling in my gut, like, oh, you're just a little bit scared, a little bit timid. And do you wear glasses? Because I feel like I feel you adjusting your glasses and kind of putting your head down because you're really nervous. But they're saying just stand strong in who you are. People will like you for who you are. You're used to people thinking that you're a little bit off center, but that's just, you just haven't found a group of people who like your off centeredness. Not everybody likes who I am either. And so you'll find the people who like what it is that you like, and that'll be your group of people. And this person will like what you like also. So they're saying, stop worrying about it. She'll be coming soon. Because I feel like you haven't had a relationship in a long time, or you feel kind of young too, like you're a very young energy, like you haven't experienced a lot of love and you're not really sure what to do moving forward, but it's coming for you. Financially, they're saying keep grinding. Are you an entrepreneur and you make money on your own? Do you do something with tech or digital or technology? Like they're showing me videos and they're showing me stuff on online. So do you make your money online? And they say keep grinding. Like don't give up on that. Don't let it go. Kind of wrap it up right now because that's what's in, especially for your age group. Is that true? So continue to move forward on whatever it is that you're doing. And you have a service that others could use. Do you do advertising or do you do something for people, digital media or something that you could share and use, like sell for other people? Like you have a talent that you're not tapping into that is a service that other people will buy. So you need to do that also. So that's what I got for Love Savior.
Super.
He says, yes, he does wear glasses. Yeah, okay. Happy birthday, John Ross. Today is his birthday.
Hey, John Ross, happy birthday to you. And for you, here we go. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Alrighty then.
Okay.
Actually, let's do a reading for John Ross. I'm drawn to him. As soon as you said his name, I was like,
All
there's
right,
something about that.
John. Do you
John,
want a general?
yeah, John, I'm picking up. Are you in between two jobs or do you work two jobs? Do you have like a full-time job and a part-time job? Because I'm seeing you do a job which is a hobby. So that's your avocation. That's something you like, plus you do it. And I see a full-time, it's like, again, two different jobs. So, do you have two jobs? And if you do, again, is one like a an avocation, so therefore it's something you like to do and you get paid for it, and then one that you do because it pays the bills. Um, does that resonate with you? Because I'm definitely seeing that kind of energy. I'm trying to find his thing here. Where I know I saw it here earlier. John, are you still here? I know I just saw his thing earlier.
Saw it too. He said, "Happy birthday." Did you leave that fast?
I know. It's like, what happened?
I had a good reading too. Come on, John.
John, are you still here? Let us know. It's like, did you leave that fast? It's interesting because I'm looking for his name because I know I said happy birthday 36 or something, right? He said.
Yeah. He's right up under Jess where it says "Come
Oh, I see
through."
it. Yeah, today's my birthday. Yeah, there you go. So, John, did you leave? Going once, going twice. I can't believe that's crazy.
All right. Well, who's next?
Well, I guess we scared him off with our birthday wishes, or maybe he lost a connection. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting because I saw him. Yeah, it's like I just saw this energy about this other job. This other job's really important because this other job, I just find him getting so much pleasure from it. It's like it helps him be distracted from his full time job because his full time job really isn't what he would love to do.
And that makes sense because I got the ace too, but I also got the tower card. So like he was maybe leaving one, like it's Sutton.
Yeah,
But I felt like maybe you said two jobs. I said, oh, well, maybe he's
yeah,
leaving one job to go to the new job. But I got
yeah.
the new job. Oh, well, he's gone.
Hmm.
We had a good reading for you, sir.
Ah, no. Oh my gosh. Hey, Brittany Kiddo, how are you? Hey, Brittany Kiddo, I got a question for you because as soon as your name popped up, I saw John. Do you know a John? Is there a John that you told about us and that comes on? Because that energy, and when I saw your name, I saw his name imprint over you. Do you somehow know a John that you what was his thing? What was his handle? It's John Ross. Do you know a John Ross, Brittany? Because for some reason I'm picking him up around your energy. As soon as you popped on, I saw him again. So I'm kind of curious. Anyway, so hi, and Brittany, how's the baby? Let us know how the baby is. The baby is so cute. Oh my god, the baby is adorable. She's going to be the queen of the house. That little girl's going to control them all. She's going to rule that roost. She's going to be Brittany's worst nightmare because she's going to be what they tell to be when you. I hope one day when you have a baby, they're just like you because the parents because of all the bad things it's like they're going to put you through the hoops. This one is precocious. She says yes, my uncle, but no one I've told you guys about. So your uncle is John Ross?
She
Oh,
said
not
that.
John Ross. Okay, all right. Because I was say
Oh, you have an Uncle John, but not John Ross.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so crazy. Anyway, well, let's who else, Miss Angie?
I don't know. Monique, what is your question? Because you've asked 400 times. What is your question, huh? What is it that you want to know? And if you say love, I'm just not gonna be your friend no more. Please don't ask me a love reading. And while we're waiting, I'll just try to tap into your energy. So, Monique, what was your question? Monique Bergeron.
Oh my God, Brittany said, yeah, my mom did tell me that too. About the, you're gonna have one like you, and you're gonna. It's like, yeah, yeah, I hear
Oh,
you.
general. Okay.
Thank you, Monique, for the general. do 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 do.
Okay. So first they showed me like a spinning wheel, and it was like all these different options. It was just a spinning wheel. And then that spinning wheel turned into like one of those little palettes that you put, like if you're an artist, you would put all your colors on and you would hold it while you paint a masterpiece. So for me, that's a magician card for you. That's you deciding what you want and just kind of drawing what it is you want, making your masterpiece. So making a list of things that you want and being able to get it. They're saying you're in manifestation mode. I got the King of Cups, which is somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who's intelligent, somebody who's in control of their emotions, somebody who's caring, somebody who is passionate. So I get that you have kind of settled down emotionally. Like you don't just jump off, you don't just kind of um you're not you don't let things get to you. You've worked on yourself a lot, and you seem to be a lot more controlled in your responses to the way that others feel about you. But you're also ready to move forward, and they're saying, what is it that you want? Like you have a burning desire. What is that desire that you want, so that you can move toward? It's kind of like, if you say it, you can have it. So what is it that you want, and how is it that you want to move on? And don't put a cap on what your higher power can give you, because if you don't tell them what you want, then you can't have it. I see you in a canoe. They keep saying canoe, in a canoe on a water. So you're like on rough waters. So either you're wanting to take a trip, or you just got out of a rough emotional situation that you're trying to move on from. So what is the rough waters? Either you're trying to go on a trip because you have on a life jacket. So you're trying to go on a trip, on a family trip, because it's you and somebody else in this canoe, and you're on rough waters, but you're moving toward something a little bit more stable, because they're showing me the Six of Swords. So did you just get out of a rough emotional situation, or out of a relationship, and you're trying to move on to something better? Because you're not, it's not darkness, it's light, and you seem to be aware, and you seem to be moving forward in spite of whatever it is that you're going through. You were going to say love, I knew. But I feel like you just got out of a love situation, and that's why you want to know what's going on. I just got into a new relationship, getting ready to move to Atlanta. I'm just confused about this one. Are you the one with the little kid, and you're moving to be with this person, and he's really, really nice, and we told you that he was really, really nice? It's a guy. He's really funny. Are you that person? Because I feel like we've had this situation with you, and we gave you all glowing reviews about him and told you to go, and you were, at that time, you were still kind of hemming and hawing, and you have a little kid. Is that correct? Y'all swear that okay. So you came back here to ask the same exact question that your higher power had already answered before. We keep telling y'all the energy don't change. That's how it all came back up to me, because I'm like, wait a minute, you're the same person. We already did this reading. The energy doesn't change. If you didn't follow through, it doesn't mean that now all of a sudden, or because you're doubting it again, that the energy is going to change. He still seems to be a nice guy. He still seems to be preparing for you to go. You're the person that's holding back. So what is it that you want me to tell you? That he's a horrible person?
Well, it's interesting too because the King of Cups is one of those cards that indicates the arrival of a potential partner who embodies the qualities of an emotional intelligence and compassion, which is what she was looking for. She's had the opposite in her world, and so this guy has brought her that emotional intelligence that she really loves, because she loves to have conversations and have somebody she can talk to instead of just somebody who just fulfills her in different ways.
So when you say you saw him talking to somebody at work, you saw him talking romantically, trying to make a date, or he was just ha ha ha, we're at work and we're talking, and then you saw that as, oh, he's cheating on me? Because if he's cheating on you, or you think that he's cheating on you, what's the confusion about? Saying I'm confused when you know that you're not, I mean, when you know straightforward what the situation is, doesn't make it sound better. Like, I'm confused. I saw him talking to another woman because he was cheating on me, or because you saw him talking to another woman and you just felt uncomfortable with the fact that he was talking to another woman.
But again, I go back to the you chose a person who has, again, compassion and is an intellectual person, and so he's going to be very social. He's going to be very communicable. That's kind of his, and that's what draws you to him anyway. Be careful not to fall prey to your own trap. You wanted somebody like that, and now you got it. You can't trust them. Don't bring the baggage of the old relationships into the new, unless you know specifically he did something, or if he's done something already that has make you wonder and concern is one thing. But if you bring that old stamped baggage onto this person after you wanted a compassionate person, an intellectually stimulated person who is social, then all you do is you destroy your credibility with him, because therefore he says you can't trust. Okay.
Did you postpone your moving because of your apprehension? And so is this him being like, well, if you're not going to come, I'm going to find somebody else? Because you said you saw him texting and asking for pics and for more, right? So where's the confusion? If you saw that he was doing this isn't behavior that's accepted for before you, and you are and you're supposed to be in a committed relationship. There's no confusion. This is the behavior that you're exhibiting. I don't like it. I'm moving on. There's no confusion. The confusion is when you try to make yourself see something or unsee something that you already know. If you already know that this isn't behavior that you approve of, this isn't something that you want to deal with, there's no confusion. It's just you making the decision and saying no. But is that what the
I'm lost with the last one. It says no. We were
problem
supposed to
was?
leave in four
We
weeks.
were supposed to leave in 4 weeks.
You're supposed to move with him in 4 weeks. Is that what you're saying?
She was moving from where she is to down where he was.
But how do you see him doing these things if you're not where he is? How do you see him sharing pictures? And because if he's somewhere else, I help me make that connection because I'm kind of lost.
Y'all already stayed together. So y'all were going to move together to Atlanta? This doesn't seem like the same person, because I thought the last time the person lived in Atlanta, you were going to Atlanta to move with that person. Y'all were going back to his hometown.
Well, all I can one thing I can tell you, Monique, is if you saw something if you saw things that make it clear that you have a breach of faith, you don't need to ask us for anything. You know what you need to
There's
do.
no confusion. You just don't do it. You're confusing yourself by saying, well, I mean, is that what I really saw? So you don't believe your own eyes? If you're telling me you saw the pictures, you saw the text messages, you know that he's asking for dates, this is behavior that you do not want, then what's the confusion?
And you haven't made that ultimate jump yet. Once you make that jump, it's going to be even harder. So if you're in that situation now, making that leap to move with him to his hometown, knowing what you know already, I mean, you're setting yourself up for failure. And then you're going to say, how did this happen? Woe is me. We know how it happened. You were given the warning.
And I feel like you already have decided that you don't want to go, because again, they showed me you in rough waters, but you seem to be very in control of things. Like, you know what? I know what I got to do. I just got to do it. So there's no confusion. It's just you cutting the cord and saying you need to move on. We're not going with you. Um, you were very much in control. Again, it was turbulent waters and it was a very emotional situation, but I saw you moving on, you being in control of it and being like, you know what? That's just it. So there's no confusion. When you say I'm confused, that's because you don't know what to do. You very much know what to do. These are the behaviors. I don't agree with them. I move on. There's no confusion. Were you hoping that we would read that? And this is why I don't like love readings, because the person already knows what the answer is. You already know how you feel. You already know what the appropriate thing to do is. You're always hoping that the psychic will give you a reason to stay, will give you a reason to see it a different way. And I'm just going to tell you exactly how I see it. And you can turn what I say to whatever way you want it to be, or to make it seem like, oh, it just kind of sort of might not be this. But usually the person who's asking already knows the answer to the question that they're asking.
Yep. And more importantly, again, you know, if you set yourself up for failure, then don't be frustrated that failure happens because
Right, because if you're moving back to his hometown, you don't think that he's going to be that is going to be any better. Like, you're going back to the place where he has roots, so he knows how to, he's got some connections there. So if you don't like it where you are, moving somewhere else isn't going to make it better. And honestly, and I don't know this person, asking somebody to take on 5 kids is a lot if I'm not the father or the mother. Like, me meeting somebody and he being like, yeah, I got 5 kids, that's a lot for me. I don't know if that's a lot for him, but that is a lot. And I don't say that to discourage you. but I think you need to be mindful that people are not getting with you because they see the benefit of a single mom with kids and financial resources. Okay. But I
And
also do think that you'll be fine because, again, I saw you in control of your ship going into the sunshine. There was no darkness. I saw you being in control. So I don't think you'll have any problems. You just need to cut this person out and continue to focus on your finances and your household. I don't see any negativity happening for you.
and if you already have a social network where you are, think about should you need to fall back on your social network. And if you are in his hometown and you don't have one, who do you turn to?
Exactly.
You know?
Because now he can isolate you and he can do whatever he wants. And he has, again, the connections to for people to help him in whatever his deception of you.
Yep. Yep.
But
So
I
think,
just feel like you've matured a lot. That's why I didn't get like a big emotional situation from you.
yeah. Yeah. And again, Monique, you knew the answer when you came. You just needed to hear. You were hoping for hearing something else, and you didn't get it here. Unfortunately, you got what you were hoping you wouldn't hear, but it's something you needed to hear. So
And you'll be fine. You'll be
you will
fine.
be fine.
And
Absolutely.
don't base your relationship on financial hookup because then you're like it alters how you when you need somebody versus wanting somebody. If I need you, then I'm going to be a little bit more cooperative with what you say because I need you for something. There's a string attached. I need you to pay the rent to help me with this, to help me with that. Versus if I want you, there is a mutual like, I want you here because I enjoy being with you. So know your want from your need and know whether you're wanted versus whether you're needed.
Yeah, but and then I see this the statement. We are struggling right now. I get that, but does the struggle get easier when you now have to deal with other issues such as fidelity and stability and what the kids see and what the kids shouldn't see, those kind of things? All that does is compound the struggle. And so, if you is it do you need more struggle, and are you setting yourself up so where your kids have to deal with more struggle, or again, you just it's you're I totally get you're not in a good position, but I don't think your either option is going. I mean, either option is problematic. You have to decide what it is you want. But if you're making decisions based on
Finance.
something, yeah, finances based on, especially if it's not logical. If you're making illogical decisions based solely on finances, it's not going to lead to a good place. But ultimately, you have to make that choice. We're just giving you ideas to keep in mind as you make that choice.
And you're basically putting your financial future on you're going to him to be your savior versus going to your actual savior to save you. Like if you've been praying to say, oh, what is it should I do, and then we give you the answer, and then you want us to continue to explain more and more and more and give you other reasons, then you're not listening to the answer that your savior has given to you. Like
Yeah,
again, you knew what to do, you are in control of this situation, things will get better, things will be better. If you have five littles, you have to make better decisions for them than you have made in the past and know that who to depend on in the situation. Don't put them in a situation where you move them across country and then there's fussing and fighting and then you're stuck down there under something that you're not happy with either.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Don't. Yeah, just walk softly and make decisions based on reason and logic, and avoid the emotional draw of safety and security. I totally get that it's needed, but again, if it's an emotional feeling of safety and security, it does not mean it's a real safety and security situation. Make sure that you logically understand what safety and security is, and it's more than just, oh, somebody can help me with a paycheck. That's not safety and security. That is a stamp. That is a band-aid, and that band-aid, when it gets ripped off, oh my gosh, not good.
And understand again that you are a family of six. When you approach somebody, understand that you said you have five kids and that is six of you that you're bringing to another person.
Yep.
Make sure that they understand that and the weight that you're asking them to actually hold for you and to help you with. And I'm not saying that there's not a person who'll do it for you, but be aware of that. Don't let that be don't let that deter you or move you into the wrong direction. All right.
Who next, Miss Angie?
Let me see. There was somebody who kept asking. Hi, Candace. Christina's in here. I don't know, Don. Who are you drawn to? I've never heard of. Is it Gia Evans?
Let me find them. Gia, are you still here? Hey, Christina Maldonado, how are you? Hope things are going well with you. Oh, I still owe Brittany Kittle and one other person some things from the Christmas holiday when they won the things. I will get them to you. I promise. It's been a crazy, crazy time. Yeah, Gia is still here. And she said, hi, all. I don't know if you guys will get to me or not, but if do, I'm just curious if there's anything interesting coming my way.
Okay. And you're asking that because you've just battled your way, you're battling your way out of a situation. Like they showed me a huge storm and you trying to find your way through. Like you're searching through like where's the end, where's the light, where's the end of this situation? And you're still like there's still rain clouds that are hovering above you that you're still dealing with this situation. Gosh, is this another breakup? Are you going through like a breakup or a divorce or something like that? Because there seems to be a loss that you're dealing with or that you're trying to find your way out of. Like, which way do I go next? But it seems to be which way do I go next without my better half or without somebody who used to be right by my side. So I feel like you're either going through a divorce or a breakup or you're leaving a situation where um um you've lost something. There's a loss. So there's either a loss of a relationship or a loss, like a romantic relationship, or a loss of a a different kind of relationship, like another significant person in your life, because there seems to be somebody on your better half that's gone. But I do get things are getting better for you. Like as soon as you come through, because you're still searching, you're still working hard. Um, I do feel like things are going to get better for you. I see the 7 of Cups, which means that you have lots of options, but you're not sure which options to choose. I feel like a better job is coming for you, but it's going to require a move. Are you planning on moving or have you been thinking about moving? So I feel like you're going to be required to move, like uproot. And do you have 2 or 3 kids? Like I feel like there's 3 littles and you having to move and you're trying to figure out what you're going to have to do. So I feel like there is a new job coming, but I feel like you're going to have to move. And are you in like the California area? No breakup. Okay. Um, Wow. Was there a loss of income? Because there was a loss of something that was a security to you. You're coming out of this storm and you're trying to figure out how to move forward without whatever it was that you had with you when you went on a storm. So either somebody significant died or you lost a job and you said it wasn't a relationship. So there is a significant loss. And I do feel like a new job is coming. But again, I feel like you're going to be moving somewhere else with your littles. You're retired. Gosh, do you have 3 kids? You don't have any kids? Unless it's that Nicole lady who's in California. But I get 3 children and I get you wanting to move. Yes, even when I ask what is for your greatest and highest good, I keep showing you coming out of a storm situation or out of a very dark situation and trying to find your way through and how to move forward. Okay, you have 3 living and 1 on the other side. Okay. So, okay. So you have 3. You're trying to move on. And you're not thinking about relocating because I feel like you're going to relocate and I feel like you're going to California. I don't get the other person. Oh, is that the person that's on the other side? Because I felt like there's a significant loss. Is it a male child that's on the other side? Hi, Dakota. And did his name start with the T? Timothy. Hadn't planned on going anywhere. I do feel like you're going to. I feel like you're moving on from something. Okay, then maybe this isn't her. Yes, it was a son, Corey. I kept hearing Timothy. I didn't get Corey, but I did get that it was a male on the other side. Was he 17 or what's the 17 that has to relate to the person that's on the other side? Was he 17? Has it been 17 years or is his birthday on the 17th? Something about 17 I keep getting for this person that's on the other side. 17. I don't know. Don, do you have anything?
Is the seventh? Did they answer if 17 is an age or something?
No.
We're talking Gia, right? Gia does 17 is 7 does 17 resonate in reference to again any of the children you have or something? No connection with 17. He has 6 weeks old when he died, and that was 39 years ago. Okay.
Then I don't know what the 17 is because they keep showing me a 17.
And we're talking about this is one of the 3 children, right?
That's so she has 3 that are living, and that one is the one that's deceased.
Okay. And of the 3 that are living, do you have a 17-year-old grandchild by chance? Just throwing it out there. Again, because when we get spirit energy like this and 17 comes up, something like this in reference to that, it could be a family member who's like a grandchild who's 17, and maybe that again is the connection, and maybe it's whatever. Just trying to
And
figure
none
out.
of your family's in California because I see you going to California.
You have an 18-year-old, okay.
Okay, I got 17.
Would they be in California by chance?
She's in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
When I get something about California,
Right.
going to California. Does he want to go to school in California? Like, I get you going to California. I definitely see somebody relocating to California or up and going to California.
Okay.
Okay, then I don't know. Then I'm sorry, Miss Gia, I don't have anything for you because they're clearly showing me a relocation to California or someone going to California, and I don't know what it is.
Is there someone else in the room that hears us speak that is considering moving to California or relocating to California? Because again, Angie could be picking up somebody else's energies.
I thought it was the Nicole lady who said she got displaced by the fire.
Oh yeah,
So I was like, oh,
Pasadena,
well,
right.
maybe I'm picking up her energy and that she
Right.
needs to move.
And Nicole, do you have a 17-year-old by chance? So would it be your energy? Cookie Victoria, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Want to know if the decision I'm making for my stability and home situation is going to be okay for the next couple of months. Yeah, I get very positive energy around you and around that. I think you're fine. Nicole actually says she lives in California.
But do you have 3 kids?
And is one of them around 17 or is one of them 17?
and you were relocating in California. And I think Nicole is the one who got displaced by the wildfire. So this person has three children. They were relocating in California.
Nicole says she has a nephew who's 17 that she got the chance to see today.
Um,
So don't know if that's again her energy or what.
I don't know. It's the 17-year-old unexpected and have been taken from my. Um,
Also, you saw him today unexpectedly, and he had been before that taken from your life. You said, okay.
okay. I don't know. But I just saw somebody relocating in California and there were three kids. Um, so that's the best I got. Miss Gia, I don't have anything for you then, because the more I ask, that's all I get is that you coming out of a storm. So this isn't your energy, and I'm sorry, I just don't have anything for you today.
Gia, I'm picking up. If I could, I am picking up one thing though, and that is there's an energy about finances. You're are you? I get the feeling that there's a hey Dakota, nice to see you. And by the way, I'm getting the feeling like there is an imbalance in your finances. And Nicole, there's the three boys. Nicole says are her three nephews. So again, maybe it's Nicole and it's Nicole's energy because one of her nephews is 17 and she is in California and she has
And
three.
she's worried about moving because she got displaced. You're going to be
Yeah.
fine. You are going to find a place to live. You're going to be, and maybe you're the person that's coming out of that storm because you're looking for a way out. Like you're very frantically looking to get through. And if you are in the California fires right now, or you've been displaced by it, that's why you're so frantic and you don't know what to do because you've lost everything. But I feel like everything's going to be fine. You're going to find your way out. You're going to find a new place to live and you're going to be fine.
Yeah, and Gia, the thing that I'm picking up for you that to add to what just to add some more information that I was picking up is that I believe that you have an imbalanced situation. I think you spent a little too much during the holiday. I think you've bought you have some financial making up to do. I think that that's put a little squeeze on you and it makes you a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to be fine. Make sure you balance your budget. Make sure that you look at the money and see how it's coming and going. Make sure that all that is tracking, and just watch your expenditures for the next 2 or 3 months. But I don't think you should worry about it. I don't think you should panic about it, and I don't think you should do anything more than again watch your spending. Make sure that the bills are being paid and you're going to catch up. It's going to take you a few months to catch up again because you overspent and you didn't intend to. It just kind of the one of the things you just before you know it, you realize you had spent more than you did. So it's something that happens to a lot of folks. Don't panic over it. You'll get through it. Okay. So Candice Partland says, "Bless you, Nicole."
And Nicole, who's the guy? I don't feel like you're necessarily running from him, but you're not really sure if you want to be with him. Who's the guy? Is he a little bit overbearing? Is there a guy? I feel like there's a guy that you're like that's in the background. And you're not really sure how to move forward with this person. Is that true, Nicole? There's a guy, an older guy with a beard.
Mhm.
And if it's not a romantic relationship, it's somebody who's giving you information or somebody telling you what to do, and you're not really sure if you want to listen to them. But I get an older gentleman with a beard.
And
Not
Gia,
real. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say Gia just confirmed about the what I told her about the
Oh,
finance.
okay.
So that's yeah, right in line with what I was saying. So it's 3 to 4 months. You'll be fine. They just got to just adjust the budget. You'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't see you actively running. So she said the man is her ex. You're not actively running from him, but you're very hesitant on whether you want to believe anything he's saying. If he comes back around, then you may not want to participate. But I do see you kind of giving him that look and you're trying to get away. Like he's in your past, he's behind you, and you're moving forward, but you can still hear him calling or he still has a connection to you. And you're trying to kind of slowly maybe get away. You said that's my lawyer. My man is my ex. Yes, he's awful. Okay. And then you said your lawyer is a person. Oh, you're not listening to your what? So there's two different men. There's a man that you're trying to get away from, and then there's a man that's your lawyer. Because I saw the one man with the beard who's giving you all the advice, and you're not sure whether you want to listen to. And then there was a man that was behind you that you were kind of trying to get away from, but not actively run from, like stay away from. Okay. Okay. I'm not I'm not sure if he's representing me as well. Okay. Well, the ex stay away from because he's still calling out to you or pulling on your energy, and he will be back. And then the lawyer or the person with the beard, who's giving you the information, you just aren't really sure whether you should listen to what he's saying or not. And they're saying just kind of filter through the information. If it doesn't sound right to you or it doesn't sit right with you, then you don't have to follow what it is that he's saying. But again, be understanding. Um, is this somebody you found due to the situation that's going on in California? Because they're saying, be mindful of those, of people who come around to help you during situations like that. They don't always have your best interest at heart. So just be mindful because you're really unsure about whether you should listen to what this person is saying because it just doesn't sound right to you.
So
Okay.
the hearing dates tomorrow. Is that what you're saying, Nicole?
Ah.
So the lawyer took control of your nephew, or your husband took control of your nephew, and was sliding them money. What is sliding them money?
Okay, so
The money, is that what you mean? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm totally confused because if he did all of that, why are you wondering if you want him to represent you at all? If he's this negative person, like y'all be creating situations that are unnecessary. I totally know that this person, I don't agree with the things that he did, but I might sort of kind of want this person to still represent me. Like, why would you want him to represent you if he did all these things and took your nephews and is siding with the money? Why would you want him to represent you?
My mom ex. The lawyer is your mother's ex-husband or boyfriend? Is that what you're saying? This cryptic messages are her ex was manipulating nephew with money. Okay. Well, good luck on the custody hearing tomorrow, and again, just
Wait a minute. I asked her if she had kids, and she said she had 3 nephews that were like her kids. So are these not your kids? Who's the custody battle for?
I'm guessing it's the nephews. Is that what we're talking about? No, that's my ex. Yes. But then you say she had where's the 5 kids? Who had 5 kids? Was it
That was
Jill?
the other girl. That was Monique.
Monique. Okay.
Hi,
Hey,
Arkeisha.
Arkisha. Nice to see you, and Happy New Year to you, Arkisha. I must have been asleep because I missed some. I'm just so confused now. I'm more confused than I was earlier. I don't know. All I can say is good luck tomorrow with your hearing.
You'll be fine with your housing, with finding a place to stay. Be mindful of the ex, and
Your daughter is who the hearing tomorrow is for. Okay.
oh, I think I remember this lady, and I feel like she had a different last name, or she had a different screen name, but maybe not. Is this the
Um,
one where you got they were having trouble picking a therapist? Because this started way back in November, and she kept trying to, and the court date kept being postponed, and she was really, really worried about it. And there was something about picking a therapist for the little daughter to talk to in order to find out who gets the custody. And I think the husband has a lot of money and was giving money to the sister and the aunt. I mean, the sister. And it was help, and and he was using his money to get the family to side with him.
wow, that goes way back. I'm glad you have a great memory, Angie. I'm telling you, I am amazed, always amazed. I can't seem to remember what I had for dinner last night. and you can pull this stuff up. I love it. I love it. Don't forget, folks, if you are on my side of a ledger on a YouTube or Facebook page, make sure you show Miss Angie the love. Go to her YouTube page using this link, and make sure that you follow Miss Angie on YouTube. You will not be displeased because Angie doesn't always go live with me. She also does other live things, and therefore, if you have mine and expect to always catch up with her, it won't. So go to hers. Make sure you subscribe, and when you do, set that reminder. And when she goes on Sundays or when other days when she goes live, it'll ding and let you know she's live. Okay, you don't want to miss it. I mean, it's just when I turn to folks in this community and watch them do their thing, she is the go-to person. I love watching Angie do her thing, and so it's she is, and when I get ghosts in my house, she's the one I call to take care of my ghosts too.
Oh, we still have to do that.
We have to do it, absolutely, yes, indeed. So again, show Miss Angie the love. Get over there and give her some love, and subscribe to her YouTube channel. If you want love, talk about love. If you're looking for love readings, let's do the love readings on Wednesday morning at this young lady, Miss Calling on Angels, Bonnie 1111, because Bonnie loves the love readings. And so she's on Wednesday mornings and she's on Sundays as well. And again, she's on Sunday mornings, Miss Angie's on Sunday nights. So also subscribe to her YouTube channel. You will not be displeased. If you go to this one, this is Miss Julie, Love Riot Warriors. Miss Julie's on 3 times a week. She's on with Bonnie on Wednesday. She's on with Miss Claudine on Tuesday. And then she's on Friday with Scott. So you will get her 3 times a week. You will get 3 different types of peoples and readings and energies. So there we go. Go check this one out. Make sure you subscribe there too. And you're going to get some things. This is Miss Susan. She does her solos on Saturday. And so you can always,
And
again,
Miss Susan is no nonsense. She pulls 3 cards. She be like boop, 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 and she keeps it moving.
and she's fast. She is extremely fast, and you're right. Absolutely. And then here's Miss Naturally Divine. This is Miss Shauna, Naturally Divine Goddess. I'm on with her tomorrow morning, every Thursday morning when the winds blow properly.
Oh, and y'all get my full attention because ain't nobody asked me to come to a meeting.
Exactly. Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. So this is Miss Shauna. So again, connect over there, get over there and subscribe to these people. You will not be displeased because when they go live, you will have an opportunity to get some great readers doing their thing. And I am blessed to know them all. And I'm blessed to be able to call them not only friends, but readers. And also they are my guidance, folks. When I need some guidance, I turn to them because they have their shit together. Okay. Excuse my French, but they do. Who are you calling next, Miss Angie?
I have one thing for Miss Nicole. They're saying go in there, like when you go in court tomorrow, and they just keep saying no shenanigans. Just be honest and truthful and real with who you are, and concentrate on the outcome that you want, not the fear of what you don't want. Concentrate on the outcome that you want. If you want to keep control of your daughter, if you want to keep custody of your daughter, then that's the outcome that you need to dwell on tonight. Hearing the judge say that you can maintain custody of your daughter. Don't dwell on the negative things. And they're just saying no shenanigans. Be honest and truthful when you come in tomorrow, and things will work out for you.
Absolutely.
Who else, Mr. Don? Faith and love. I've never heard that, but I feel like there's a love question there. So
Oh, probably so. Just because of the word.
Who's Renee? Are readings still open? Do you have a question, Renee? Hi, Candace. Oh, Mino. They have been asking for a while. Didn't we promise them a reading?
Yes, Mino, are you still here?
In there. May I please have a general? So, Mino, are you still here? And are we pronouncing that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Super.
General.
We can do that.
I immediately saw a chessboard and you trying to make a decision. Are you making a business decision? Like, are you buying a business or selling a decision? Like, you're making a business decision tomorrow with somebody. There's another party involved, and you're deciding either yes or no on whatever the decision is. And they show me like a checkerboard, a chessboard, like you're trying to figure out what your next move should be in order to get what it is that you want. I feel like things are going to work out in your favor. Don't speak too much to too many people about what's going on. Is I don't know that this is a promotion at work, but there's definitely a business deal that is going on, and you're strategically trying to figure out what move you should make and what options you should take. But they're saying you're going to be fine. I feel like you're going to make the right decision and things are going to work out in your favor because I'm seeing the Six of Wands as your victory. Just remain steady and don't talk too much. Don't tell a lot of people about what's going on or what it is that you're trying to move forward with. But I do feel like whatever business decision you're making, you're going to be and to pay attention to what documents you sign. Like make sure it says everything you wanted to say. Because they show me you signing a piece of paper and you're really nervous about signing it, but they're saying make sure that you read the document. And I got the temperance card, so that's kind of like slow down, make sure things are equal on both sides. Like you give and your give and take is equal. So I feel like on what career to do next. Okay. So they're saying just slow down, and balance things out. Usually with temperance, it's kind of you because they're usually pouring one solution into the other and they're trying to get the mix just right. So just kind of calm down and know what it is. What are your give and takes? What are the things that you want? What is it that you like? If the perfect job could call tomorrow, what would it be? Would it work from home? Would it be go into the office? Would it be technology? Would it be customer service? Would it be some kind of other personal service that you employ out that you provide for somebody else? What is that perfect job? Is it daytime hours? Is it nighttime hours? Is it Monday through Friday? Is it a 4-day work week? What is it? What is your give and take? What is your bottom line? What is the minimum salary that you'll take for this position? Because I see you getting it and you negotiating very well, but you have to know what it is that you want so that when they come to you and they say this amount, if that's not your bottom line, then you know that that's not the job for you. A lot of times you can eliminate some of the confusion by knowing what it is that you want. What are my give and takes? Well, will I take a higher salary if I have to go in the office, or will I take a lower salary if I can stay home? What are your give and takes? And so for you, you will make the right decisions, but you have to have a set of rules or a set of guidelines that you'll follow when you're making these rules. So I feel like things are going to work out. I feel like if you don't have a job offer, there's two coming for you um, in February or around February. And by March, I feel like you should have made some leaps forward in your final decision as to which direction you're going to go.
I was picking up energy around the medical field. I'm not saying doctor, I'm not saying nurse and those things, because when I say medical field, it's like there's a business of medicine, as you know. And I think that I was picking up for Mino specifically energy around something about medical. So if I don't know where you're focusing your potential for, but I would be looking at career and opportunities in the area of medical, and it could be staff work, it could be IT work, it could be it could be all these things. I don't see a doctor, I don't see a nurse, I'm not seeing that, I'm not seeing a therapist. But I'm seeing like the support structure that helps the business of that. So I would be looking in those areas because I feel that's where you'll be drawn to, and I would look for a smaller organization because again, I am a nurse. Actually, you're right. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
the medical, but I
Right
don't
in there.
exactly. I'm maybe psychic. I don't know, but no. But what I'm saying is that I don't see you actually practicing as a nurse in this position. I see you practicing in a I don't know if it's like a like giving advice on
He said it, or she said it's more insurance based that they're doing now. So
yes.
maybe they're doing the billing part of it in the
Yes,
background.
or understanding or being asked that, hey, this is what does insurance cover this yeah, that makes sense because again, I didn't see you as doing the nursing stuff. I saw you as doing the structural stuff, the support, the management stuff. So that makes very good sense. And because I don't think that I'm not saying you weren't a good nurse, but I don't think you were a fit for the nursing thing because I think that you felt too constrained or too confined. I think it did not, and also I don't think it took you to that. I don't think it challenged you enough, and I think that I think you need something more. You need a little more. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing. So yeah, stay with right on target there, which is great. But yeah, I see you. Make sure that it is a support structure type thing, and do that. So yeah, care management, lots of typing. Yeah, yeah. I would say yes. Do something. Do
And the
something.
decision is coming fast now because I got the Prince of Wands, which is is the Knight of Wands in this True Heart intuitive deck. So
Yes.
I feel like it's going to be very fast. It's passionate, it's fiery. So that's that's fast moving energy. So I
Yes.
feel like you are going to be making a decision again by March. You should be settled in and ready to like your decision should be made, and you should be
Yeah.
ready to settle into your new position.
Yes. What I would suggest to you to look at and look online for look online for um, organizations that support um, legal like give what do you call it, legal analysis of medicine. So like when the expert witness kind of deal, look for something like that,
Oh.
because I think that that's kind of the energy I'm drawn for. Because what happens is I see you being able to take a case file from something like that, and you can do this. Actually, you can do this on your own, which is nice. You can create your own business to do this, which is nice. You just need some O&E insurance when you do this to make sure you do. But you can connect yourself in a way that where you can become an expert witness, and then when you'll be given the package, you look at what happened, you look at what was done, how it was followed, it wasn't followed. Usually it's in a malpractice situation, and then you look at it and you say, okay, these are what the requirements are of nursing, and did they fulfill those requirements, did they fit and then you can, again, you're brought in to give testimony that either on whichever side they came down on. Yes, these are the rules they followed, this is how they documented it, and yes, there's nothing here. Or this was the rule, this is how it should have worked, they deviated from the standard care practice or whatever. So that is, I really suggest you look there. And again, understand, you knew one thing that's super important because you already know some of the insurance aspects of it. Because under insurance says these are the things, and so when the insurance, this is part of insurance too. Because if you remember, insurance companies protect for O&E, and so therefore, again, it doesn't have to only be insurance for patients insurance. This could be the O&E insurance companies that are saying, hey, we are being sued, we need to prove that our people fell within the compliance. So that's where I'm seeing you. I think you'll be great there because, again, you don't fear work, you're good at work. I got that, I definitely get that energy. And you'll take that case and you'll beat the hell out of it, and you'll get all that you need out of it, and you'll be a great expert witness. So I'm saying look for that. Look in your area for that, and look for those opportunities. I really believe that's where you would excel. So there you
Yeah,
go.
sounds good. I like it.
Lots of good energy around that. As soon
Yeah.
as
I remember, and I was like, no, this person, and they were very, they were very patient too. I
Mhm.
like that. Mina was very patient, and
Yeah, and the one good thing about that, Mino, is that every case that you see, every situation you see, will be very different, and you'll never be bored, because every time you think you've seen it all, you'll see something else. You're like, damn, really?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
So
I can't believe. Oh yeah, like there's an excitement that I'm feeling for you. So when you find it, you'll know. But again,
yeah,
you'll have to choose between two job offers. I feel like there's two job offers
yeah,
that are coming for you in February.
yeah,
Now that you know which direction to come, you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Now I know which direction to come. I'm going to start applying, and it's just going to be like boom, boom, boom. By March, you'll
yeah.
be already in, rocking and ready to go.
And when you start, and you can even start talking to people in the field and just kind of, make statements or comments, and don't be surprised, somebody's going to direct you. They're going to direct you to where to go, and you're going to go, wow, it was meant to be. Because it will fall in line, as Angie says, it's going to fall in line. But it doesn't, when I say fall in line, it doesn't mean you don't do anything to pursue it. It means you continue to move forward, and by you putting it out to the universe in kind brings it back to you. Okay,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
there you
Oh,
go.
I like that. That was
Well,
a good one, Don. I like that. Love
yes.
career advice. I love career advice.
Yes, indeed. Who is
Oh,
next, Miss Angie? You
all
chose
right.
well that time. Woohoo!
That was a good one.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So who else is in here that has a good question? that you want to know.
Oh,
Oh,
and
did we
while
do Renee?
nope, we can do well. No, it was Renee was a love question, though, wasn't it?
Oh,
But I think she popped up some kind of love question. Where was it? Let me see here.
oh no, it was about seeing a relative. I
But
don't
why
know.
do I have a resistance to seeing that my relative Janelle may not be the best for me? Mm. With that said, though, I'm going to do a little commercial here right now. Folks, it's February 9th. Make sure if you are in the Phoenix area, you make your plans to stop on by. Hey, it's now a Sonoran Mystic Tarot, here to tell you about the preeminent event, the kickoff event of the metaphysical season here in the Valley, and that is the Sonoran Spiritual Wellness Market. If you want more information, go to www.sonoranmarket.com. At that site, you'll not only find about the vendors, you'll also find out about more information how to follow us, and better yet, how to get your advance tickets. Advance tickets are free. At the door, you're going to pay $7, but advance tickets are free.
Hey Dawn, I
Hey, look
found
who
our
it is.
flyer. Susan Grayson, Psychic Medium. And our event will take place at the Embassy Suites, Biltmore, on 2630 East Camelback. And we're so excited to see you guys. We're going to have a great time. And
We will have
It's Julie from Love Right Warriors.
readers, healers, and merchandise.
Oh my goodness, what else do we have?
We will
right.
also have a free class and free lectures. So come on in.
The price is right. You can't beat the word free.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! It was so nice. Every time one of them popped in, I'm like, oh, that was so cute, Don. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
we're gonna get together and do a few more of those little fun commercials, and so
Oh my gosh, I
I may
loved
be
it. It was
calling
so.
on somebody who is right now to the left of me, to my right on my screen, to do a little thing for us too.
Oh,
Don't be surprised when
definitely.
you get
You
a
know, I
call.
love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes, indeed. So, who did you pick, Miss Angie?
Um. Okay, we have pretty unique, Renee or Letty. Those are the top three that are there. So either of those are good. What do you feel drawn to, Don?
Let's do Letty. I'm drawn to Letty. Letty, are you still here? I think you should, because I think it's just recent that popped up. And again, so your question, Letty, is about a new job or something, or just you're just asking work in general?
Um, Letty, I feel like has been trying to leave this job for a while. We've been telling her that she'll be better appreciated somewhere else. And she's been kind of like, they kind of show me somebody getting ready to jump it, like they're jumping rope, and it's like, I'm about to jump in, then you don't. And then you're about to jump in and you don't. So it's like she wants to leave, but she keeps staying. Like she has more loyalty for them than they have for her. I do get the 6 of points for you, which is that give and take. Like you've given so much and now it's time for you to receive, to kind of balance it out, because you give a lot more than you receive. Then I got the 10 of cups, which means that you will get the job, or you will get the joy and the happiness that is coming to you. But what is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to go? You seem to say that you want to go, but you're also used to the kind of comforts of what you get at work. Like, yeah, I may have to go into the office 5 days a week, but my schedule is a little bit more flexible if I have to leave out for a sick kid or I have to go and run an errand. So you're kind of used to the comforts of there. You don't necessarily love it there, but you also aren't just ready to leap and move on. You have a little bit more loyalty to them than they have to you. And the problem, and that's what the problem with you moving on is, that even if the opportunity came, you're going to hem and haw about, should I go? Should I not go? Is this the right choice? Is this not the right choice? And at this point, it's just you deciding and moving forward. Like you really want you want your guys to come get you dressed, take you to the interview, answer the questions for you, accept the job for you, and then you just go in and work it. You want them to do all of it for you when you have to make some decisions. They're here to guide you, not to be you, not to live the life for you and then put you in. So when things are not going right, you want them to step in and live your life. Then when things get back on track, allow you to step back in on the track and get it done. And they're saying you have to make some decisions. Do you want to stay or do you want to go? Are you going to be, are you ready to move forward or are you not? Because we're not going to keep setting up the opportunities for you. And then you don't walk through the door of opportunity or you're not ready to go. So are you as ready to go as you say you're ready to go? Or are you just kind of testing the water to see, well, does spirit think I should go? Or does spirit think I should stay? Spirit wants to give you whatever it is that you want. Are you ready to move on or are you not ready to move on? You don't necessarily feel appreciated there and you know that you do a great job and that you work hard, but you also don't know that you're ready to disconnect from them also. So that's what I get a little bit of. But they're saying once you decide I'm ready to go, then the opportunities will present themselves and they'll just present themselves like, oh, my friend told me that such and such is hired. I applied, I got the interview, and then boom, there I'm there to work. You have to be ready. You have to decide. You have to set that this is your goal. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to go on. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Not, well, does spirit want me to go? Do they think I should stay there? Do they want me to stay there? It's not their choice. This is your life. They're here to guide you, not to make the decisions for you, is how I kind of get it. And that's what I got for Letty. Like the opportunities are coming. You just have to be ready. And the overall energy I got for her was the 5 of Cups, concentrating on the things that you don't have versus what you do have, which is the opportunity to be ready to go.
So I guess Letty, I'm with Angie, very much so. But at the same time, it's like, what has kept you from leaping already? What? I mean, the energy I get is feeling like, what you waiting for? Why have you been waiting? And it's like, excuse my French, but shit or get off the pot. I really do feel that. I feel like you have been talk, and it's time to stop talking. It's time to do something. It's time to make something happen. And I don't know why you're afraid to take the leap, but it's time to do it. This is the right time. This is the right energy. And I don't see all the barriers that you, again, I don't see any really valid barriers. I think that the only thing is you getting down to it and really getting the work done to find the job and to make it happen. It's going to fall into place for you because it's meant, but new positions hasn't opened.
But do you still want to be there? If you don't feel appreciated at your current job, why do you want a new position in the same place that you don't feel appreciated? Why don't you want to leave that company? I feel like, it's kind of that balance thing. Yeah, the pay might not be what I want, but they're giving me a flexible schedule and I can kind of come and go as I please. So you're weighing your pros and cons on whether you should stay there. Either you want to completely go or you don't. If I don't feel appreciated there, moving me to another position doesn't mean that I'm going to be appreciated more, unless you're saying this is a completely different department and a completely different area of the job. Or is it just, oh, I was an L3, now I'm an L4. And so I'm still going to be going through the same thing, just with a higher number. So like, what is the problem that you're like, what is it that you want to keep you there? Is it the longevity? Like, oh, I've been there 10 years, so I just want to carry it out. It's at a totally different place. Okay.
Again, I can't. I hate to throw a metaphor here, but I'm throwing a red flag. I think no. The reality is that if you really wanted to be gone, you would find a position. This story of waiting for the position, it's like, if that makes you feel comfortable, if it makes you feel good to say, okay, I can use that as a crutch because the reality is what, then that you do that and it's fine. But Letty, you're talking to us, and we're kind of psychic, and we kind of read through some of this, and we also have lived a long time, so some of it we can smell. We can smell bull dung when it falls on the floor of the barn. Okay, so the reality is, if you really wanted a job, you'd have it. If you're ready to take the leap, then the other excuses would go away. And so I don't mean to be harsh on you, but the reality is if you truly want a job, you will find it. And this waiting for a right job and the only job and whatever else, those are very convenient because it gives you a chance to sit back and have some other reason. Somebody else is at fault. But it's time for you to accept responsibility that, you know what, I can make the change it starts here. So that's what I'm suggesting. Okay. And I don't mean to be hard on you, but the reality is we've had these conversations and the same excuses. And to me, they are. Okay.
Got it. You got, and like, I mean, do you know how many times that my classmates have told me, oh, a new guy's coming, a new guy's coming. You know what I'm doing? I'm living my life as if they haven't said it at all. If this new person comes, great. If this new person doesn't come, then I'm still going to move on. I'm not sitting back waiting for that to happen. I'm still going to date other people. I'm still going to travel. I'm still going to work, work both my jobs. I'm going to do everything that I need to do in order to just keep my life moving forward, and then he can just insert himself into the life when it's time for him to come. But I'm not going to put everything on hold waiting for it to come. So if you want a new job, then search for other jobs. Maybe that'll help that job to move along. Spirit will say, you know what, she really is ready to go, so you know what, let's move this job into position, so she'll have options, so she'll know, okay, this is a good option. Because what happens is, what if that job opens up and then you're like, well, I kind of think I like the options, then I kind of don't. And then you're back and forth with the indecision. If you have multiple options to compare it to, then you're like, oh, well, this one's offering me this and this one's offering me that. So was that the better position all the time, or should I take one of these other ones? You need to open yourself up and just be ready to go. If you need a job that is flexible to your childcare needs, then put that out there. That's what you want. Ask those questions when you're in there. What is I thought so when I said it too, Don. I thought so. As it replayed in my head, I was like, yeah, you probably should have said a different word. But again, you have to you have to decide what it is you want, and then when you go to the interview, what are your daycare options? What are your what are your benefits for childcare? What is your flexibility with kind of working from home? Is it a hybrid schedule? Like, you have to look and search those things out, and then say that that's what you want, so that you can get those things, and you'll be fine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Alrighty.
believe that you have the talent that you have. You kind of downplay your skills a little bit. You have the talent and you have the information. Don't downplay your skills. You're a very intelligent person, and you know what you're doing. Give yourself that. Give yourself at least that acknowledgement that you know what you're doing. You know your job.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, who's next, Don?
I'll let you pick. You pick. You pick. You pick. You pick.
Okay.
The wheels are in motion. Mhm, mhm,
I
mhm,
don't know. The
mhm.
only new person I have is Dana, or um who was the other person? Pretty Unique. So is there which one of you here? Is Dana or Pretty Unique here?
I still can't believe John Ross took off, said hello, and then took off. What the hell?
Immediate. Oh, Mark Makar.
Shall we
Oh,
do
she wants to
Nakar?
finance. I got that. Let's roll with Makar. She's
All
here.
right.
Makar.
Mm.
Oh, Pretty Unique is here too. Okay. All right. We got you next. Pretty Unique. Makar. Is it Makar? Is that right? Makar. Mark. Okay. I'll just call you May. Immediately when I asked what's going on with your finances, they showed me your money just being blown away in the wind. So either you're not being mindful of what you're spending your money on, or every time you get some money, it doesn't seem to be going to bills. You just don't seem to be mindful of how you're spending your money. And now you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I get a handle on what I'm doing? The first thing they're showing me is an Excel sheet of you making a budget. This is how much money it comes in. This is how much money I have going out. You'd be surprised how much you spend on Starbucks or fast food or whatever when you go through and list and see how much money you're spending. So I feel like you just need to get a little bit more handle on how you're spending your money. That's the one thing, because I just see wind blowing and you can't control your money. Like, you have enough, but it's just blowing away. Like every move you make, they're just blowing away. Your money's just going off in the wind. and you just need to have better control on what you're doing with your money. They're saying you don't need more money. Again, you need more control. You need to be more fiscally responsible with what you're doing. Are you trying to buy a new house or a new car? Because they showed me a large purchase that you're now thinking to be saving up to, and they're saying you could will be able to buy that new item that you're looking for. It's either a car or a house or both. You could be ready and financially stable to do that. But again, you have to pay attention to what you're spending your money on and how you're spending your money. I do feel like you are aware that you are wasting money. Like I feel like you had a conversation with a friend and they made a comment about, oh girl, I have like $5,000 saved or I have blah, blah, blah saved. And you were kind of like, wait, what? Like I'm not adulting correct. Like I'm not doing what I should be doing. I'm wasting money on insignificant things. Like I'm door dashing for $60 when I could have just went there and picked it up for $20. And so you're trying to, so what they're saying is you just need to be a little bit more mindful and understand where your money's going and set a budget. You may have to do the one with the envelopes where you only use cash. So this is how much money I have when I go in the grocery store. Like there's certain places I know when I go in the beauty supply store, don't take your debit card in there. Take the cash in, and this is how much you're going to spend. Because if you take your debit card in there, you're going to spend. It could be like the bookstore for my niece. It could be like the grocery store or just wherever it is. You have to decide this is how much money I'm going to spend, and then spend it. I also see you wanting to invest in like stocks or something like that. Like you're trying to figure out how to make the money work for you before it even comes to you. Like how can I have this money come out? Like set up a rule where every Friday or every Thursday this money comes out and goes straight to your savings before you know it. I do that anyway. I just have my money come out, boom, every Friday. This amount of money goes to my savings, and then when I actually check that savings account, and I made sure it's not a savings account that's linked to my bank where my money comes in. So multiple banks, multiple things. And so I made it really hard for me to get to that money. So if I really want to go into this account to get this money out, I made it hard for me. It takes 3 days for that, 3 business days for them to transfer the money. And 3 business days, I could have changed my mind and decided I don't even want what it is anymore. So you have to know what your loopholes are or what your problems are, and then kind of set yourself up for success. I'll set this rule up where this automatically goes to this money automatically goes to my savings. I'll set this money up where they'll do payroll deductions and it'll go right to my stock or it'll go right to this kind of, you have to decide how you want to invest your money and what you want to do. But again, you have enough money, you're just not using it wisely. So your finances will get better now that you're aware and you know that you need to do it. And you might have to say no to a couple things, like a concert's coming up, a trip's coming up. I need to focus on. There was a season where I didn't travel with my family at all. They were always, let's go here. Nope, I got to do this. I got to do that. Travel wasn't my thing. I need to focus on my finances. So now that I've gotten those in order, I'm ready to travel. But sometimes you have to learn how to say no. So that's what I got for her, Don.
But the only thing that I would add to that, I do get the budgetary issue. I do get some constraints there, but it's interesting because I also get the feeling like she would fuss, and the things that she thinks she needs are not necessarily things that she needs, but she would defend them to the death.
I have to get my hair colored. I just won't look right if I don't get the frosted, the
Exactly.
hair color or the haircut. I have to have these shoes. I need something to work in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly it. And it's like I can just hear it and see it. It's like, she knows what she needs to do, but there's like, okay, I'll do it, but within reason. And so it's like until it hurts, until it crunches a little bit, and it's like, nah, I ain't doing that. The good part is if you put together a long-term repair, okay, in other words, if you do a 6-month plan or a 7-month plan or 8-month plan, it's not as painful. But if you try to make something happen overnight and try to fix it all just in a month, it's a lost situation because it's going to be too constrictive and you're not going to be happy with it. And eventually you'll find a reason to walk away from it. Where if you make it a longer term solution, then as you work through it, you'll realize you can still function. You can still do the things you need to do. You just have to cut a little bit here and cut a little bit there. And um, I'm also saying, are you consider, are you having a car issue or is one coming? Because if you haven't put some money aside for a car problem, because I'm picking up cars. So unless you just bought a new car or something, there's going to be a car issue. And so,
I got that too, Don. I said she's either saving up for a car or a house, so we must be on the
okay,
same page.
yeah, because I'm picking up the car energy, So make sure you keep that in the back of your mind. That's something it's there. Um,
I'm getting that she really needs to see how much she's spending. Like, go
yeah,
through your bank statement and see, okay, I went to Starbucks 3 times in one day. I went to Starbucks 8 times in one
yeah,
week. Like, you need to see how you're
yeah,
spending your money for you to get that shock value. Like, oh my gosh, I spent $200 on like streaming services in 1 month. Like, we have to see what we're spending it on
yeah,
so we know, wait, hold on, I need to cut back until I'm in a position to like I thought I would die without cable. Like just oh my gosh, I the place that I live, they don't offer the cable service that I want and I don't like streaming. Have I died from not having cable? No, cuz you see me sitting here, but I thought I would just die without cable and
hmm
I'm fine.
I tell you what, I totally get that because at one point I seemed to be very addicted to TV until I realized it's funny. I don't even watch any shows that are running live, even on TV. Right? I record 2 or 3 shows, and one of them is Ghosts. You know that because that's one. It's just it's such a cute show, and it's about ghosts and about spirits, which fits very well with me. And so I record that. I record The Neighborhood, and one other I think. And then I watch them. I never watch them live. I always record them, buzz through the commercials, but I could miss those, and I would not be. It's like I can take them or leave them. It's not a big thing, and so I'm like you. And it's funny how even Ed will watch the hell out of Netflix and Amazon Prime,
Yep,
but
that's
I,
me.
don't, I haven't seen him watch regular TV in forever, except in the morning when he's getting ready to go to work. He'll have the TV on and watch the news while he's showering and all that stuff. Other
I
than
had to
that,
give that up too, Don.
yeah. I tell you what, it's not a bad idea to give that up because it's so
Depressing.
yes, and
Some
it puts you
mornings it
in
was
that state.
depressing. Again, I thought I would just go crazy. Well, first I thought, why does my mom watch the news every morning? Then I became my mom and I watched the news every morning. And I was like, I have to watch it. I have to know what the traffic is gonna be like, what the weather's gonna be like, what blah blah blah. All these things I haven't watched the news in a long time, in a very long time. And then I think one day I kind of was flicking through the channels and it came up and I was like, I'm not missing anything. And I quickly turned from it. You have to decide what your priorities are, how you want to save your money. And again, if you have the money taken out before you see it, it'll start to add up and you'll be like, wait, I saved that much money in that little amount of time. And you won't even notice that it's gone. You won't even notice that it's gone because it's gone before you get there. It's one thing to have to slide the money out. Well, what if I need that money? But if I never see it, it never came into my account, I don't even miss it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, and it's doable. So May, put together a plan, Maya, whatever, put together a plan, and again a more longer term solution, and you'll work through it and find, and you'll find eventually have the resources to get the house. You'll have the resources to get the car. But right
I,
now, right
I
now,
see her in a little black, like two-door kind of coupe kind of car. Like she wants a little cute car. I don't feel like it's a big family truck or anything. It feels like a two-door or a smaller car for somebody that's kind of
Mhm,
economical just to get you here and there. But that's it's cute and stylish, but it's not like a Mercedes Benz. I don't feel like it's that unless your coupe is a Mercedes Benz coupe. So I don't know. But I feel like you're understanding what it is that you need to do. And it's just about you putting those things in motion. And again, start slowly, like Don said. I think the first thing you need to do is see where the money's going. That'll be the first step. Let me see where the money's going. And then two, what is it that I can change here and there? And just, okay, in January, I'll do this. In February, I'll do this. And in March, I'll do this. And then by June, based on all those changes, what have I received as a result of that? So, oh, definitely black. So I see you in a little cute black car. And I do see a newer car. It doesn't feel like it's a used car or older car. It feels like a new car. Like, is this your first time buying a brand new car that nobody else has driven? Like, I feel like this will be your first brand new car, and it'll be an accomplishment to you because you'll be like, I did it all on my own. So I see it coming for you later in 2025, closer to 2026, though.
When you said cute and stylish, I thought you were talking about me.
Of course, Don. Of course.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
All
arrogant.
right. So I hope that helps, Maycar.
Thank you, Makar. Thank you for bringing your energy in. Miss Angie, should we do one more, or do you think we should just head out? What do you think?
We can do this last one. I told Pretty Unique we would do her. So Pretty
Super.
Unique, I think she asked for a general.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. Are you still here? Pretty, pretty, pretty.
You feel very unsettled, Pretty Unique. Are you thinking about moving again? Because the first card that came out when I got into your energy was the Tower card, which means that there's a sudden upheaval, like you're gonna have to move fast, or this is something that's coming out of blue that's surprising, that is going to make you have to make a drastic move or a drastic change. So I do feel like you're unsettled and you're itching to make a change. Like, I need something to change. This just isn't right. This isn't what I thought it was gonna be. Should I go back to where I was? Should I move on to somewhere new? And then you're also looking for a guy. So let me see if there's an on again, off again, because they showed me a seesaw and there's you on one side of the seesaw and the guy on the other side, of you're kind of on again, off again. I don't know whether I should stay or whether I should go. Whatever this tower situation is, it's going to require you to have some strength, some courage to make the right moves or to make the right decision, because I got the strength card for you, which means it's a hard decision that you're going to have to make. Um, I like, look, I need something more consistent, but something that is also pleasing to me. And so I got the Emperor energy for that, but I don't feel like that'll be coming till later, like well after June. You have to make some decisions based on what you want. So whoever this person is, I do kind of see them fading out. If you decide I'm tired of this seesaw kind of up and down type situation, I'm ready to move on, or you just continue to be in limbo with this person. But all in all, I think that you're a little bit tired and you're like, look, you're finding the value in you. Like, I feel like you're turning the corner. You've been in a sad spot for a long time, and somebody must have said something to you, like a relative, or you had a girls' night out, or you kind of got back with family, and they were like, hey, you better than that. You deserve more than that. Why are you settling for this girl? You need to blah, blah, blah. And you kind of remembering, or you're kind of feeling what they kind of say, feeling yourself. You're kind of seeing yourself new, like, oh, okay, I do deserve better than this. I need to seek better than this and stop settling for less. And so I do see those things coming up for you, but you have to decide what you want to do. I do feel like you're ready to move on, but you don't know where you want to move to. Like, do I want to move back to where I came from, or do I want to move on to somewhere new? And if I want to move on to somewhere new, where am I going to go? You're just not happy with where you are. It didn't have the appeal to you, and it's not a bad thing. It's just now you know something that you don't like and you can move on with it. The high priestess came up, and that's kind of being able to see on both sides of the veil. I kind of have a little intuition. I kind of know some things from that gut feeling, from listening to my higher power, from prayer, from my ancestors, my angels, somebody giving me some kind of information, and I'm using it to my advantage. But also I'm in reality and I can see what's going on here and kind of figure that out. Like, it's like a whole new you has been birthed, but it took a long time for you to get over the sadness and the darkness. Because usually when I get into your energy, there's kind of like a dark cloud and it seems to be going away and you're walking more into the sun. Like, I see a lot more sunlight on you. And it's just kind of like you just kind of looked in the mirror and was like, what the hell are you doing? Pull yourself together. And now you're pulling yourself together and you're ready to move. Okay, you already moved back home. Okay, got it. But I don't feel like you're settled there either. And you're trying to figure out, is this where I want to stay, or do I still want to go? So I still feel like you're still not settled in what you want to do, but you're afraid, do I go again? You went to a place where everybody else goes. Like, I don't feel like you picked a place that was suitable to your needs. It was suitable to, like, oh, everybody's moving to Atlanta, let me move to Atlanta. Everybody's moving to Texas, let me move to Texas. You need to find something that is suitable to your needs and what you want. But I don't feel like you'll stay at home forever. I don't feel like you'll be there more than a couple years, if you're even there a couple years, and you'll be off again, but you'll be moving on with more experience. You'll find the job that you want. You'll research the schools. You'll find housing. You'll have a better understanding. And you are going to move forward with somebody. You just have to decide whether you're ready to get off this seesaw with this other person that you've been going back and forth with. And then once you decide that, your new person can step in. You just have been holding on to this because this person is comfortable, and you kind of know what you're working with. Like, the dating world is scary. Am I going to get a lunatic? Am I going to get somebody who's extra clingy? Am I going to, like, what am I going to get? I kind of know this person, even though they're not totally what I want, but I kind of know what I'm dealing with. So I have to decide how much change do I want all at one time. But again, that Tower card is coming, and something is going to force you to make a big drastic change. And so if the drastic change wasn't you moving back, if that wasn't it, then there's another one coming. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but it's you deciding, am I going to move forward in face of my fear, or am I going to let my fear hold me to where I am and not move forward? So there you go.
The only thing I could add to pretty unique is pretty unique. I get the feel. I feel like your confidence has been shaken, and I'm not talking in a personal way. The personal relationships could probably lead to the fact where you get a little lack of confidence, or maybe it shakes it. But I'm talking professionally. Okay, I don't know what happened, but I feel like you were fired up, and you were on the go. You were moving forward. You had your own kind of career going, your own business kind of deal going, and you were confident and knew you could do what it is you do. Again, are you independent contractor? Did you have your own business? Do you have your own business? Because I feel like you had your own business, and that you were doing your own thing, and then something set you back. Something happened. It was a bit of a setback, and when that happened, it really kind of shook your confidence, and it should not have done so, because you're damn good at what you do. You're very creative. Whatever it is you do, it's creative, and you have vision, you have intellect, you have a way to communicate with people so where they understand. You also have brevity. Brevity is something that I find fascinating when I hear you, because the spirits are telling me that you have a way of bringing down an argument down to 4 or 5 words, and make your point and make the point. And so it's crazy how a lot of folks can't do that. No business. Well, you need to have a
Wait
business.
a minute. Was you trying to become a CNA or move up from CNA to RN? Like, I feel like you're in the medical field and you were trying to climb that ladder. Is that correct?
I see her in social. I see her in social communication. I see her in a social kind of job.
Maybe that's where she needs to be headed too.
Yeah, I maybe that's the case, because I see her in a very social network situation. Social, very social, very very community. Getting out and being around people, networking, that kind of stuff. I mean, I see her interact. This is her energy.
Oh, you do hair. I work in the medical field. Okay.
So you do both.
Oh, so that's a social part, because if you do hair, you're constantly talking to people, and you're pretty much a therapist if you do hair.
And you're creative, which is what I was talking about, the creativity part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you need to I think you need to listen to the spirit energy I'm getting, and that is you need to find a way to, again, create your own business. Maybe turn what you do into your own business, whatever it takes. But I think that for you to get to that next step, for you to blossom and to grow and to really benefit from all that you've done, and you have you have a good clientele, you have a great experience. You should start figuring out how you can turn what you do into your own business and go out on your own. Because yeah, That's what
Do
I'm.
you have a product, a hair product that you use or that you've developed that you should be selling? I feel like you have a hair product. Is that something that you were also thinking about? Because that could be the business that you that she should be going in. Like I feel like you have a hair product or some kind of product that you use that you could be selling to your customers. Like there's a lady who braids hair here. She has this hair growth oil that she uses on your hair. And so a lot of people be like, oh my gosh, my hair is growing. She'll be like, oh, you can buy this hair oil to oil your hair with while you have braids or while you're whatever. So she has her own products that she uses, but she also sells them to the clients. Or like if you're a first time client, she may give you like a little welcome gift. And in that welcome gift is a little bottle of her product. So do you have a product that you've been trying to sell that you need to be or that you use that you need to be selling to your clientele? And she said, I'm a CNA and I want to do RN. That's RN school. That's a lot, is it? I mean, that's hard, isn't it?
I think
Or is
it's
it?
2 more years, isn't it? Because I think
Yeah.
CNA is 2 year program, RN is 4 year program. So I think
Okay.
it's 2 more years for the RN. Um, but you would see a bump in income for sure. You would see that,
Definitely.
and,
But
and
is that what you really want to do? Are you doing it for
exactly,
the money or are you doing it because that's what you really want to do? Like
yeah.
a lot of people get into the medical field because it's good money, but is that what I really want to do? And you can get into the medical field in different aspects that don't have to be an RN. Like if that's what you truly want to do, then I'm all for it. But if you're better suited for like maybe back office or billing or coding or customer service, you're still in the medical field, but it's in a more people customer service type situation more than a patient care situation.
Mhm.
So is that what you want to do? And do you have the dedication for school that you need? Because for one, is it still very competitive trying to get into school, nursing school? I heard that was. So are you really committed to doing that? And have you talked to some of the people that you know that are in nursing so they could give you some tips on how to manage your time and just kind of set it up? Because once you say that that's what you want to do, your higher power will help you. So, okay, let me talk to nurses who've done it. Let me get myself focused on, okay, this is what I need to do. What is it that I need to expect in order to be an RN? Is this the route that I really want to do? Respiratory therapy is another thing that I'm hearing that you might also that may be a shorter route, but also still in the medical field. So there's lots of different avenues you can take. Um, I'm not sure. Okay, so you don't know what it is that you want to do. So if the perfect job could call you tomorrow, I'm calling you tomorrow. I'm opportunity knocking. What is it? Is it an RN? Is it your own shop where you have several people working there and you're lucrative and you're making money? Is it you developing your own product? Is it customer service? Like if that perfect job called tomorrow, what would it be? In office, at home, part time, full time, weekends, weekdays, on the phone, no phones, dealing with patients. Like you have to decide what it is. What is it that makes me happy every single day? This makes me happy every single day. But until this can pay all my bills every single day, I do my other two jobs in addition to doing this too. And so, what is it that will make you happy every single day if you could wake up and do it every single day? That's what you have to decide. And if you're having a hard time deciding, put all the things in there that you kind of think you would like in a hat and pull one out and see if that's what it is. Or kind of write them down. What is the feeling that I get when I write register nurse down? Do I really feel good about that? What is it that I feel when I get salon owner? Product and distributor. Like write all the things down and what is that heart space that you get when you do it? How do you feel about it? And then you're a praying person. Pray. Help me to decide. Help me to figure out what it is that I want. Tell them if I should be a nurse, show me, I don't know, whatever it is that you need for them to show, but don't let it be something that's in your everyday life. Show me a red unicorn. And then next thing you know, you watch a TV and here go My Little Pony with the little red unicorn. You like, dang, there it is. if I should focus more on doing hair, show me blah blah blah. Ask your higher power to give you the clues, but make it something that's not regular. Oh, show me a rainbow. You can see a rainbow anytime. You need it to be something that is distinct, that is for you, that will help you. We have somebody, when she wants something to show it to her, she has a specific vehicle that she asks for, and when they show her that vehicle, she knows that that is her higher power telling her to move in that direction or not move in that direction. So you have access to your higher power, just like I'm going to your higher power to ask what you need to do. You could go to your higher power and ask the same thing. How do I work productively? What direction should I take? What job should I be moving toward? These are the things I like. Which one do you see me, or should I do them all? You don't have to exclude one or the other. You could do them all. I have 3 different things that I'm doing now. I'm not excluding one from the other, but until this can pay my bills completely, I have to do the other 2 also. But
But I
you'll
do,
figure it out.
yeah, pretty. I do think though that you should be keep in the back of your mind that you're not some you are at your finest when you work for yourself. And so when you look at options, when you look at things, keep that in mind. You may have to settle for a while longer working for someone else and doing something that helps other people to benefit other people. But ultimately, again, if you're going to excel, which I believe there, I see you excelling in a very creative, again, a very creative field. It's funny. The last person I saw in the medical field, I don't see you in there, even though you are. It just that's not where you're going to be. And it's interesting that it's not a surprise, because it's interesting how many people go to school for medicine or for law or something else and then don't practice. And right here, attorney, I don't practice. Engineer, I don't practice. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying that you don't use it in some way, but again, something like if you get did a, like if you get that, even if you get the RN and then you do a locum tenens, so therefore you take a week's work here and there when you want it, and then you also but you still build your own something else, because I see you putting your name on something. I don't see you solely. I don't see your only sole source of income from other things. I do see you putting your name and building something for you, about you, that lasts, that marks your place, that you've been here. That's kind of the thing. You've been here. Don't just pray for it. Don't wish for it. Make it happen. Tell the universe it's going to happen.
See
Tell the
yourself
universe you'll
doing
be
it.
one
And
day.
how do you see yourself being your own boss?
Exactly. When you start finding the resolutions in your head, and then you tell the universe, hey, this is what I've determined should happen. The universe listens, but you have to put it out there. Don't let it just, believe me, this is not, life is not Hollywood. It doesn't just happen. There are times it does, don't get me wrong. But if you're sitting around waiting for it, how old are you now, and how long have you been waiting? Something's not working. I mean, it's like you keep doing the same thing even though it's not working. No, you do something. You change what you're doing to make things happen, and eventually things happen. But if you do not change, then change does not come. It's that simple. There's an action there. There's an action that you have to set into motion.
Look,
So
the attorney that I used to work for in Michigan, he said, I want to be my own boss. I don't want to work for nobody else. And for him there was only 2 options. He could either be a doctor or a lawyer. He said, I'm not smart enough to be a doctor. So he went to law school and became a lawyer. And he went to so many other things with that. He ended up writing, like I think he wrote some kind of book for the army, or to help people with the, like, survival guide or something when they first come in there. He was trying to be a JAG attorney. He was teaching an online class. Like, he decided he wanted to be his own boss, and then he moved in the direction of that. So those were the 2 options that he limited himself to: doctor or lawyer. But if you want to be your own boss, you have a ton of different things that you could be. But what is it that you feel in your heart that you really want to do? Because we both see you owning your own business. We both see you operating your own business. But again, you don't have to give up one for the other. You don't have to stop totally doing the medical field to pursue this other thing. Keep doing the medical thing until you decide what it is that you want. And then once you do move forward to that, things will open up for you once you decide. Sometimes it's just all about you making a decision because your higher power is like, well, I'm not going to keep giving you the momentum to move forward. And you be like, nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. You feel very unsettled to me. Your energy is very unsettled. Like, this is where I am, but this is not where I want to be. Like, okay, this is comfortable. This is what I know. This is where I am, but this isn't what I truly want. There's still something unsettled about you, and you'll figure it out, but you got to sit down and have that meditation time.
Right.
Don has a lot of meditations that you could do where you could just kind of sit there and just, talk to your spirit guides, talk to somebody on the other side, meet your spirit guides, or just kind of chill out and let, your thoughts clear so that you can have a better space to work on.
Yep.
So these things that Don are putting up, these are your, this is where you can go for his meditations.
Yeah. Also, Pretty, have you thought about, and this hit me, it was interesting when I was thinking about you, and again, the creativity comes in with this, and have you thought about being a promoter? Have you thought about being a promoter, like an events promoter or something like, I can, again, I just see you very social, and I see you being able to put that social to work, and I see you connecting people and connecting events. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you find yourself, and you could actually do the promoting stuff in addition to your job, and therefore you could keep the income coming in for the medical while you build the promoter job, because usually promoter jobs are in the evening, I would think, and you would like promote events and make sure that you bring talent to clubs and things like that and whatever else it might be. But for some reason I was told promoter, and I was given this whole vision of promoters, and again, it's that creating the network fabric, weaving that network fabric, which is wonderful. And you're I get this feeling you're very social, and you communicate well. I could easily see you doing that, and it shows me that. So I'm not sure that that's in your wheelhouse in your mind, but I'm planting a seed to see if maybe you never know unless you
Exactly.
get out there, and you may not even have heard promoters before, and it's maybe a first. That's always a possibility too. But I just get this energy that that's something that, again, you get creative, you figure out who's better served with what, and talent wise and whatever, and then you create or events, and you talk to the spaces and say, hey, I can bring this kind of event in, what can I get for this, what kind of percentage? I mean, all those things, and you could do that at the same time that you continue to hold a job
And
until
you need to upgrade your circle a bit. Like, the people that you hang around who give you different ideas. If everybody in your group is within the same struggle, you need to go outside your group to make you think about other stuff. I always say Don is outside of my group, and so he gives us a lot of things to think about business wise on how to invest, how we should be looking at how we, save our money, spend our money, use our money, buy houses, buy cars. Like, Don has a rich amount of information on that stuff. And so that's a great resource. And so sometimes you just need to extend your resource, like go to community meetings where people are talking about entrepreneurs or opening new business or small business in your area. Go to events where people are outside of your normal group or your normal business range of people, and then see how they inspire you. And you're like, oh, I never even thought about that. And then that's how you make different connections. So think about that also, going to groups with people who are outside of your normal connection of people.
Absolutely. But I do see you doing so, but you have to do something. That's the most important thing. Don't talk about it. Don't continue to just talk about it. Don't continue to just want and hope for and whatever. Start putting things into motion that make it happen. And again, when you want it enough, the universe will return it back to you. I promise you.
Exactly. Easily. But she's already made the change. Like, she's no longer under that dark cloud. She's
Right.
moving forward. She sees herself different. And so
Absolutely.
now she just has to keep forward on that momentum. It's like you've already started the ball rolling. Keep that momentum going, and don't let anything stop you, halt you, push you back, especially not a relationship.
Yep. Well, super. With Angie and Miss Angie, I think that's about it for the night. Thanks for coming in, everybody. The energy was great. Thank you, Miss Angie. It's good to have you back, and good to be back on live. We haven't
I'm
been
glad
on
to
live
be
for a
back
while.
too for 2025.
Yes. So, yeah, I just, it's good to be back. I enjoyed it very much. Tomorrow morning, I will be back, same same location, which is Sonoran Mystic Tarot on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Twitter, but the time is different because it's in the morning. So I'm going to be starting somewhere around 7-ish Mountain Standard Time, and I'm really drawing on that ish part because
You're subscribed. You don't even have to worry about the issue. Like ding don's on, and then you just log
exactly.
in.
Exactly. Miss Angie, when's your next show? You're gonna do Sunday? What you gonna do?
It'll probably be Sunday. I'll have to see what Miss Sherry Berry is doing. And then if she's available, it'll be me and Sherry Berry on Sunday.
Yeah, I heard that you snuck in under with somebody else too.
Yes, it was me and Miss Bonnie on last Sunday, and it was great. That was the first one back for a long time, and it was the
Yeah.
first one of 2025, so it was really nice. And ironically, there was not a lot of love readings done.
Ain't that a blip? Ain't that a blip? They waited till tonight.
Dude, I was not here for it. They like, don't do that to Angie because she will walk away quickly. So it was nice.
Hey, Christina Maldonado. I'm
Hey,
hoping that you're
Christina.
recovering from your gastro something, whatever. I guess I forget
I
what it's
did
called.
see that. I hope you are
Yeah.
feeling better.
Yes. And good to see you in. And Miss Kelly Dick's always wonderful to see you in. Good to see you back after the holidays as well. I'm sure you're freezing over there because it's that time of year. But then again, you're always cold over there, right? Because she's always reporting it's cold. So
Is she in Washington? Is that where Christina is?
no, you're in a different country, right, Kelly? You're in a different country, I think.
Oh, Christina or Kelly?
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Christina had the surgery, and then I popped over to Kelly to
Okay.
invite her and to say welcome into.
Oh, I don't know where Kelly is.
Yeah, I thought she was in like is it Greenland? All things Greenland, I think, or something like that. I think she's in a different country, and it is cold. Or is it Canada? I think she's in a different country, and it's just freaking cold all the time. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Isn't Trump going to buy green?
Lord have mercy. Yes, he's going to take it if he doesn't buy it or whatever, and Panama and Canada.
The Gulf of Mexico and the whole everything.
No, it's amazing. He wants our neighbors to the north, but doesn't want the neighbor to the south. And that's the one. It's like talk about border security and securing our border. Well, that would secure it if we, went south, right? Just saying. But there is a difference between the people in Canada and the people down south. I'll let your minds wander on that one. I'm not going there.
Good old 45.
All right. With that said, we're out of here again. Thanks for popping in, folks. We truly appreciate it. Without your energies coming in and without sharing them with us, we can't do readings. And so we love the fact that you open your mind, your heart, and your soul to us and let us have a little insight and let us practice what we do the best, and that is reading energies. We love it, love it, love it, love it. And sorry to the one person who was looking for a spirit to come in. This is not Hollywood. We are not Hollywood. We don't. Well, again, everybody reads differently, but I can tell you when you can't, from our point of view, you cannot tell a spirit, hey, you over there, come here now. You can't do that to adults when they lived in this world, much less when they're gone.
Don, guess what I got for Christmas? Kina bought me tickets to see Teresa Caputo when she comes in February 1st in Maricopa. I am going to see her.
Okay, now I'm envious.
Yes, that's what Kina got me for Christmas. I was so freaking excited. Yes.
Susan's going too, I heard. Yes. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, really? Yes. We're it's I think it's me, Kina, and Andrea. We're gonna go. I'm so excited. Yes.
The last time she came, her tickets were $325 each. I'm like,
oh no, they were much cheaper this time.
That's what I heard. That's what Susan said too, that they weren't as bad. Because I'm like, I ain't paying $325. That's crazy.
No. And I think they are higher if you go to Flagstaff than they are if you go to Maricopa.
Oh, she's going to Flagstaff too?
She's going to be at Flagstaff the 30th and 31st of this month.
Uh-huh.
And then she's in Maricopa at the Harrah's Casino the February 1st.
That's a Saturday night. Okay.
Yeah. So she's doing, I guess, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So
I want a full report. I want the full report. Remember I went to John Edwards. Did you remember?
Yes.
And we were blessed to the point that he came to our side. He was tracking down an energy, and he came to our side and he started talking. And I look at Ed and I said, I think that's my dad. And he's like, nah. And I'm like, yeah, I think
Did
so.
you have to be there super early?
No, because it's you fill the room, and then he comes out and has a little bit of conversation, and then he starts finding energy, and then so he came to our side and said, I'm feeling this, and he said, I see a brain fog and kind of like it's a brain issue, and I'm like, well, yeah, and so he's going up the one whole side, the far side, and then he comes back over and he points to Michael and he said, I think this is for you, and he said, do you know a Carol or a Karen? And Michael's like, no. I said, that's your grandmother. What do you mean you don't know her? He's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, hello. And so we start talking, and it was my dad who came in, and my dad was talking to Michael and then me, of course. And he confirmed, John Edwards was able to confirm the things that he was bringing in. And then he brought in Ed's father, because Ed's father came in at the same time. And so Ed and Michael and I were standing there, and John Edwards is communicating with my dad and with Ed's father about the different things, and it was crazy. It was wonderful. And guess what my father told me? You ready for this? I was going to write a book. And he said the book, and it was interesting because I'd stopped writing the book. I kind of remember at one point I kind of hit the plateau and I couldn't get back to it. And my dad's like, you need to finish your book. And John Edwards was resident. I'm like, oh God, how much you don't know. So yeah, my dad made it clear that I needed to finish my book and a few other things, and it was so on target. I thought, how crazy is that?
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna keep pulling in that energy so that when I go there, she could be like, you right there. Yes, me right here.
Exactly. Yep.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I need full report.
Definitely. That'll start off my February birthday month because it's February 1st.
Yep.
So I'm ready.
All righty then. Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Good luck, Pretty Unique.
Yes, and somebody else had a court case tomorrow. The best of luck there.
Nicole.
Stay strong, Nicole. Stay strong, Nicole. And facts. Give them facts. Stay to the facts. Don't do the emotional crap that nothing pisses off an attorney or a judge more than the emotional BS because they can see through it. Stay with the facts and present your case with your attorney. Okay. So there you go. With that said, we will see y'all later. Have a great one. And blessings, love, and light from Angie and myself to y'all. Have a great one. Night, night. And let me find something to go out on. Let's see what I wasn't even prepared. Let me.
We went through all that.
I know. I don't even have a video to go out on. I don't have an extra or an intro. I don't know. But I will do this one because I love this one. There you go.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it.